You guys like pizza? I know I do. I love pizza. I'm Italian. I'm disappointed that since I moved out here to the West Coast, there is not a real authentic East Coast Italian style pizza out here. Would you like to have a pizza party with me? Mamma mia, make it a pizza pie. Pizza pie, Felipe, pizza pie. Turn on the ovens, mozzarella, and delicious. Take it dollars, roll it out, toss in the air. Pizza pie, make it a pizza pie. Pizza pie, Felipe, pizza pie. Pizza pie, delicious. Pizza pie, pizza pie, pizza pie. Turn on the ovens. Salvano cheese, Salvano greasy shit, crazy meat, weird sauce. The sauce has these big chunks of tomato that are very well seasoned, that are really good. Turn on the ovens and burn all the pizzas. Mamma mia, make it a pizza pie. Pizza pie, Felipe, pizza pie. Turn on the ovens, mozzarella, and delicious. Take it dollars, roll it out, toss in the air. Pizza pie, make it a pizza pie. Greasy shit, pizza pie. Felipe, pizza pie. Weird sauce, pizza pie. Delicious, pizza pie. Pizza pie, pizza pie. Mamma mia, make it a pizza pie. Pizza pie, Felipe, pizza pie. Turn on the ovens, mozzarella, and delicious. Take it dollars, roll it out, toss in the air. Pizza pie, make it a pizza pie. Greasy shit, pizza pie. Felipe, pizza pie. Cheese, pizza pie. Delicious, pizza pie. Weird sauce, pizza pie. Crazy meat, pizza pie. Turn on the ovens. Now on to the more exotic seasonings. These seasonings are catered more towards Italians. If you're not Italian, you don't like these kind of seasonings, you don't have to use them. But I'm Italian and I love it.
Now all of a sudden, the camera has been turned back at him. And he's like, wait, no. What do you mean, wait, no? It's your turn, bro. This beat is so Chino. I'm about to go medieval on this American tech reviewer. He's a fucking pedo. Discord server of unspeakable evil, gooning out to cuties, then sweep it up. Like Vito, your bank accounts approaching zero. So you hacked into Jay's PC and took his De Niro. Your parents take care of your kids on the D-Lo. Don't listen to your mom, because what the fuck does she know? Make believe making beats in your parents' home, but make believe don't mean shit on the streets of Rome. Manic episode, now you feel incredible. Do something regrettable, maybe something federal. Your Dropbox is full of photos that are questionable. Don't give a fuck, time to slam another edible. Playing Elden Ring and smoking dope. Stressed by an iPad from Best Buy so you could cope. I would tell you to jump, but you break the rope. It's because you're too fat. Now you get the joke. This goes over your head like Evil Knievel. You're acting kind of emo. Cry harder like a baby. Bambino, you're just a childish capo. But I am Gambino. Don't you know who I am? I won fourth place at Eva. Time to bring up another Zeno. Say hello to the little friend of Pacino. This is Vegas, son. I'll send you back to Reno. There's only room for one mob in this casino. I'm going to persevere. I'm going to punch through the boundaries. I'm going to become, that person that they say I can't be. And I'm going to be successful no matter what. But even though I have done that, there's still this back here. This song. In the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind. Trying to hit this beat on time. Keep my eyes wide open, looking on the horizon. I'm putting my time in, digging up this mine, searching for a cherry diamond, looking for these nuggets of truth. I need to find them, but until then, I'll carry on grinding. 1 year older, alcoholic former. I can feel the dark side getting colder. I made a deal with the devil on my shoulder. All I can do is to keep the demons in the corner. Give my pig a fish, feed him for a day, but don't take away his bottle of Tanqueray. 1 more drop and we'll be okay. Or maybe I should save it for a rainy day. Take another trip down to Total Wine. Pour another drink in my cup. Drink it all down. To the bottom line, all this money, it'll never be enough. Now I think I'm feeling fine, so I polish this rhyme like a diamond in the rough. Try to free my mind, put my nose to the grind, put my pen to the paper when things get tough. Don't believe in the lies of he, cause I'm a super blind man, but I still see the blackest eyes like a black-eyed pea. Words crystallize as I'm flowing on the beat. Look into the water at my reflection. 5'12" with a mayonnaise complexion. Drink some whale tail from my depression. Captain Ahab on a ship with no direction. I am a man sitting on an island alone with 2 gin bottles and a microphone. Writing my message on a scroll and throw it into the dense sea like a skipping stone. Spinning in this vortex unknown. Riding on a whale until I'm home. It's not that deep, but don't look below, cause before you know it, you'll get caught in the undertow. Take another trip down to Total Wine. Pour another drink in my cup. Drink it all down. To the bottom line, all this money, it'll never be enough. Now I think I'm feeling fine, so I polish this rhyme like a diamond in the rough. Try to free my mind, put my nose to the grind, put my pen to the paper when things get tough.
Sugar do in the sauce?
Adds sweetness, adds a contrast. If you don't, it's all going to be tartness, and you won't have any
it's
kind of
sweetness. It's going to be acidity from
the
tomatoes.
Right, you'll have
and then
tart,
spice.
tart and its acid and nothing else. All right. So now we got to stir all that in, and then we add our final ingredients, and then the meat.
This one's for all my baby girls.
Italian wife. Italian wife. Italian bills. Italian dark side flip. Italian wife. Italian wife. Italian chill. Italian can't give her a pill. I'm half kind of European mix. European style, Asian fusion style tips. Greasy hair, pasta once a week. Authentic style, Asian fusion style, Italian.
Guess what else we're going to add?
What?
Sausage. Italian sausage. That's going to go in here too.
I love sausage. I have had many varieties.
Italian wife. Italian wife. Italian bills. Italian dark side flip. Italian wife. Italian wife. Italian chill. Italian can't give her a pill. Why do you pretend to be Italian? I don't. I'm not full-blooded Italian. That'd be ridiculous for me to claim. I'm a quarter Italian. I am 1/4 Polish, and then I'm half kind of European mix.
Have you or a loved one been affected by pignosis? Symptoms include blaming the controller, banning your own viewers, and saying, that's impossible 47 times a stream. However, there is hope. Welcome to Duty Streams, the internet's premier center for DSP analysis, memes, and emergency anti-pignosis treatment. We expose the cope, we study the salt, and we ask the hard questions. Did the game really screw him, or was it just another skill issue? Subscribe to Duty Streams today, because pignosis spreads fast, but laughter spreads faster.
Money.
Well, hello.
Let's
Money.
talk Foxy.org.
Oh, my Lord. You know, that's my favorite sound ever. Money. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. What is up, everybody? Hope everyone is doing good. You're being weird about it, not me. Blue, what are you referencing? Are you talking to me or are you talking to somebody else? I don't know. Okay. Type it. Let me know if you're talking about me. I can address it. Why does she have, I don't know, man. Blue coffee or coffer seems to be on a bend this morning. What's up, man? Hope you're doing well, brother. Hello. What's going on? It's your boy Duty in the house. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone is doing better than DSP. I know I am. Good Lord. So many on duty tabs. So many notifications on duty. What do you mean? What's going on? What is going on? Notification. Anyway, okay. All right. So, yeah. I mean, I'm a little tired. Not gonna fake that. I wish I would have stayed in sleeping, but of course, I got to take care of business and be out here streaming and everything. So my apologies that I was running a little bit late, but I was trying to do a little bit of setup and so on. So you know how that goes. What's up, Fuzzy? How you doing? After those fake ass tips last night, we know he's doing. Dude, man. Good Lord, man. The fake tips last night was just outrageous. I'm not sure if anyone managed to see that last night, but that was funny as all hell. I was going to skip it because I hate Pokemon streams, especially his Pokemon streams. But I couldn't sleep. So I was just like, oh, let me check on Phil, see what's going on. And then I saw that he was at like $50, literally about to hang up, about to close shop, gonna wage quit Pokemon and everything. And then literally 5 minutes, I was like, oh, I gotta clip this because he had a bit of a meltdown or a crash out. And then I saw literally like 5 minutes after he shut it off. Of course, I recorded it, and I was waiting for the horn from Raw Phil streams, the trumpet sound when he doesn't hit the goal. And he pops in, and I'm like, oh, okay, all right. I thought what he was gonna do is he was gonna do the fake out, where he was gonna say, guys, I just received nothing, and then leave to go be with soulmate.
I've never run into this thing before.
But no, he actually fake tipped himself.
Yeah, look,
that's right.
It's a money creature. It just throws money around.
What's up, Double V? Thank you, brother.
What the hell was that?
I have never seen another streamer beg about getting paid before paycheck cut off like Phil does with Kick. Only people living paycheck to paycheck would do that.
Dude, I tell you guys all the time that okay, most people live check to check, right? Most people live paycheck to paycheck. Phil doesn't even live day to day. He lives tip to tip. Literally, that's how he lives. And every tip will determine whether he's gonna be able to have food, or order DoorDash, or be able to, do whatever he needs to do in his life. It's some pathetic shit. And he does it every Tuesday. Every Tuesday is the cutoff for payday for Kick, because I know, because I'm in the program. So it's every Tuesday. And of course we get that spiel about, oh, today's the last day to support. It's bad, man. He made $65, I think, this week on Kick. He made $65, which, yes, it is the lowest ever. Apparently he's been hitting all of these goals, and the goals have been bad goals, support goals, where he's been meeting the worst stream ever. It seems like every week I have a title in my video that says worst stream of the year or something like that. So jeez. And it's funny because I always tell everyone he watches all the detractor videos, and he literally uses the same wording I use in my titles, which is always funny to watch. So all right, real quick before we get started, just a couple of announcements real quick. I am dual streaming both on Kick and YouTube, so if you want to go over to Kick, knock yourself out. If you are in Kick, I make everyone moderators and I give you badges for free. I don't charge. Successful, that's right. Duty doesn't charge. So if you want to head over to Kick and be a sub or whatever, not a sub, be a follower. A follow is free. I'll make you a mod and so on. I'll give you badges there. So if you want to do that, that's fine. If not, you can always chill here. It's all good. No worries. What's up, Master of Chaos? How you doing, brother? It's all, and Scalper, what's going on? It's all good. You want to hang out on YouTube? YouTube's fine. Whatever you want to do is all good. So thank you. I appreciate that. The next announcement that I want to make is I got a still image. You guys ready? I got an image for you guys. Well, what's up, man? I got an image for you guys. You guys are ready for the next intro? The next duty stream intros will be coming out soon, and I got a nice little picture for you guys. You guys ready? Let's do a round of applause. Shout out to Pixar Animation for abandoning his family, abandoning his wife, just so that he can make troll videos for me. So I always appreciate you, brother. I appreciate Pixar Animation abandoning his family for duty streams. That's commitment there, okay? So here it is, folks. There it is. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to give you anything more. I did tell you guys, just think Thanos, okay? Think Thanos, and if you're a true DSP connoisseur, you'll get the reference. You know why we got Phil rocking the Infinity Stones and the glove, okay? So that's just a small little hint. I should be getting the intro hopefully this week or next week, so we will definitely do that. The third thing is that I had scheduled to do the ad run today. So I was gonna do an ad run for 3 days. Apparently, they just don't approve the ad run. They have to review it. So it's gonna take about a day or two. So I did submit it. It's paid for. So as soon as it gets approved, we'll be running ads on DSP Gaming. That's right. Duty Streams has become corporate, mainstream, and now he made enough money where he can run ads on other people's content. That's right. So there you go, folks. There you go. So I'll let you guys know as soon as I run the ads, but I'll know ahead of time. So as soon as I know, you guys will start seeing the ads on DSP Gaming. And it's a great, and I'm gonna actually run the intro that you guys just saw. That's what's gonna be playing. Okay. Alrighty. Other than that, this might be a short stream. What's up, Anthony? This might be a short stream. I might go for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. I really want to touch on a couple things. Of course, the wage quits, the meltdown, and definitely the evolving story with DSP and Grace Thorpe. That's right, because we're getting a lie. Someone's lying. Either DSP is lying or Grace is lying. Someone is lying because their stories aren't lining up. Okay. And I always say, when there's a little bit of smoke there, there might be fire. So I think something weird is going on there. Something definitely is weird there. Someone isn't telling the truth. And based on my experience, the person that tends to lie consistently, you shouldn't really believe them. Okay, so. And not to say that I even know Grace. I mean, the only thing I know about Grace is her activities with her father and the whole Review Tech USA arc. So that's all I know. But as far as I know, it's regarding on who I should trust. Definitely ain't trusting DSP. So we'll get into that, because of course he had another crash out yesterday, and we had another. And oh, you know, the funny thing is, the other day after the first crash out about the Grace Thorpe thing, he came back with a nosebleed. And of course, everyone thinks, or most people think, that maybe Kat punched him. That's right. After she heard that segment about him DMing Grace, Kat probably slapped him upside the head, and that's why he had the nosebleed. So divorce coin. I told you, make sure don't give up your divorce coin. Make sure to buy some more of it. You should always keep divorce coin. 50% of the marriages in this country end up in divorce anyway. So right there, you got a 50-50 shot. And then we add two regarded people, Kat and Phil, two very dysfunctional people. That goes from 50% to probably like 90%. So it's a pretty sure bet that these two are going to eventually get divorced. You know, one is in it for convenience, and the other one is in it because they need someone to wash their clothes and make dinner. So people eventually will get tired of that bullshit. What's up, Double Vision? You know, now he has the habit of going after women. Oh yes, of course. Oh yeah, you know, yeah. And I think, you know, and we'll be honest. We'll actually be a little bit. We'll keep it real here. We know that he is dying to get into the drama segment. You know, and he's dying to get it all. He's dying to get a win over Review Tech USA. As much as he says he doesn't think about Review Tech USA or he's beneath him, he is dying, seriously dying, to get a one-up on him. He's trying to recreate the whole Kino Casino Review Tech USA arc again. And we know because he's been DMing random women associated with him. So yeah, you're right. You're right. Let's hear. Genuine said, I heard Grace and immediately got sad thinking about Daniel Larson. Okay. Mr. Decker. Oh man, he's locked up still, I believe. So we're not going to see much of him. So wouldn't it be great if you search for the DSP and Duty comes up? Well, you know, I own the algorithm. So if you ever type in DSP in the search bar, typically I'll come up, or Snort Hogan will come up, or Snort Purnell. By the way, big ups to Snort Purnell. I'm going to give Snort Purnell a round of applause. It seems like her videos are back into like the algorithm. So I did notice that she's gotten a big bump in her views, which is amazing. You know, that Snorpernell's a goat. She's been around. Oh, he's Larson's free. Okay. All right. Snorpernell, is a goat. So I'm very happy for Snorpernell. Big ups to Snorpernell. I'm her. Sorry, I keep saying him, but her. So I'm very happy that it's going on. Let's see. Hey Mia, how you doing? What happened to your future stepdad? He just bounced. That's it. He bounced. He hasn't showed up in over a month, so I'm not sure what's going on.
Hey everyone.
Hey, what's up, Skybomb? I think I guess probably he got tired of getting kicked. He got tired of getting kicked on Kick. So everyone hated him on the Kick stream. So maybe he just got tired of it. Some people eventually, when you just kick them all the time and you're hated, you just get tired of it and then you leave. Let's see. No, Daniel is okay. He's released. All right. Where is he? Is he like in a halfway home? Is he in like a one of those transition centers, or is he roaming around, homeless? I don't follow Larson too much. I've seen some of the big things. Like I've seen the arc where he was supposed to meet someone famous at Olive Garden. I saw that. I've seen a few of those, but
Grace has nothing to gain by lying. Feel shocked first.
Rob, correct. You're correct. All right, real quick. All right, so before we keep going, let me just give a huge shout out to everyone. I appreciate you guys with the early momentum and support. And yeah, it's great. And I just want to remind everyone that that the YouTube checks end soon. Okay, so we got to make sure we hit those goals, because yes, okay. And Kick, we already missed the Kick goal. So Kick was Tuesday night. So well, anyway, I get paid monthly on Kick. So there you go. Kick is fine. It's just YouTube that's lagging, okay? All right, Fox, brother. Foxworth, thank you, brother, for being a member for 6 months. Let's Fox go. Let's Fox and go. That's right. Yeah, we definitely are. Double Vision. I did respond to your message, but thank you, brother, for the 10. We did respond to that. And Sandy, thank you for being a member for 3 months. You are successful. That's right. Just like DSP. And then, who is Ryan, brother? Thank you for being a 1 Minute Man investor. I appreciate it. By the way, Ryan, you or anyone else that's new, I do a monthly giveaway for my members. It's on my community page. You go in there, you find it for the month. You put a
either subscribe, donate, or get the fuck out.
Thomas, thank you for subbing. You leave a comment in that thread, and then you'll be entered into the monthly giveaway.
On Kick, thanks for all the moral support. However,
thank you for the moral support.
Give me some real support.
I appreciate the moral support. Oh, Pre-Dawn Course, big ups, brother. Thank you. Thank you, brother. Pre-Dawn, I'm gonna give Pre-Dawn Course a big ups.
WB, my man, last night was something else.
Wow, awesome. I'm doing my Melanie Mac impression. Pre-Dawn Course, brother. I appreciate you, man. Pre-Dawn Course be holding it down. He comes out every stream with some support, and I appreciate it. I really do. My Kick streams are minimal. I get like 16, 20 viewers on it, so I appreciate all you guys coming out. Thank you, I really do. So yeah, so if you want to jump on that, it's a $25 either gift card or $25 in PayPal. I'll send you $25 via PayPal, whatever you want. It's fine. And then Skybomb, big up Skybomb. Thank you for being a member. A member for 17 months. Hey everyone, hello Skybomb. And then, of course, Rob Dog, my homie. What's up, brother? Thank you for being a member for 21 months. Jesus Christ. It's been almost 2 years, I think. I think in September, I will hit the 2-year anniversary. So anyone that's been a member for 2 years is going to get a brand new crown or whatever the hell you get for 2 years. Rob Dog, thank you again for being a member for 21 months. Grace has nothing to gain by lying. Well, all right, let's be truthful. She does have something to gain. She does have something to gain. In the 4-1 news, they called you a Melanie Mac simp. Yeah, it's all good.
People on Kick, thanks for all the moral support.
I'm not a simp.
However, it would be great if you give me some real support.
A simp means that you're giving money to a woman. I'm not giving her any money at all. I've never been on any of her live streams or anything. I've seen her on mainly X. That was the first time I ever saw her. And then I see her on Jeremy's show. I just think she's a pretty woman. That's it. She's pretty. She's cute. She's crazy. A little crazy, which is okay. A little crazy is nice. And I think we can save her. I think we can. I think we can. The bones are good there. We can save her, brother. We just need to get her away from Jeremy. That's it. Yeah, I know. Oh, they also said that I paid DSP as well, so that's always new. Yeah, bro. The rumors about me are insane. Let's put out all the rumors. I'm Lumix. I'm 1 Minute Man at one point. I'm OIC, and then I'm also 220. I'm the one that gives Phil all the anonymous donations. What else? Oh, I'm Snore Hogan. That was a rumor that went on for a while that me and Snore Hogan were the same person. And then people were saying I was also Lumix. So there you go. Yeah, I'm super crazy too. That's right. Yes. I scammed everybody out of 3K. The Denim Detractor, brother. Thank you, brother, for the 50. It's all good, man. I really don't care what people think. It's all good. Everybody has their right to their opinion, and I try to let people say whatever they want to say without getting too butthurt and, you know, whatever. It's all good. You know what I mean? I just appreciate you guys coming out and watching the content. So I remember when alt used to be everyone. Dude, it always happens. It always happens. It doesn't fucking matter. It always happens. And it's all good. I mean, I try to tell people that get into the vortex, I always tell them, look, if you want to start doing content and stuff like that, just be prepared, because eventually, you know, you're going to get your own detractors and people are going to dislike you. I guess a lot of people just dislike my style, which is all good. It's all good, but you know, like, I mean, that's why there's so many different content creators. And that's why I'm really big on helping people out and creating channels and stuff like that. The more channels, the better. I know some people might say, well, that's more competition for you. I don't give a shit. There's plenty of DSP money and views out there for everyone. Let's get in. Was Bro Seinfeld sending? No, Bro Seinfeld never sent Phil money. I'm telling you right now, there is no detractor that sent Phil money. The only confirmed person that ever gave Phil money was Pastor Eric. Pastor Eric gave Phil a super chat once for like $2. Because it was some gay lawsuit he wanted to do, and if he could tip him, then that would make him eligible to file a class action lawsuit or whatever. It was some insane shit. But other than that, no one's giving anybody. It's just a common thing. You know what I mean? I think what it is too is that because, you know, DSP can channel strike people. He can, and he chooses not to, which is smart. And we haven't been channel struck. Well, people have short memories. We were. Remember back in 2024, 2023, 2022, all of our channels were going down, you know, nonstop. Did I give Kino? Yeah, I've given Kino money. Yeah, I've given Kino subs and stuff like that. Yeah. And that's mainly, honestly, due to, one, I wanted to support his editor after they lost the channel because I felt bad that the editor wasn't making money. So I'm a sub to their logos. And then being that I post their clips and get ad revenue from their content, I figured I should throw something at them. You know what I mean? Because again, I don't have any animosity to Kino Casino. I get along with them. You know, I get along with Andy pretty well. So PPP, I don't think likes me too much, but that's okay. Yeah, you know what I mean? And again, I don't tell people who to give to and not to give to. You do whatever the fuck you want to do. Everyone in here is a grown man or a grown woman. All of y'all in here make your money, you work, whatever. You could spend your money however you want. I will never criticize anyone for spending money on whatever they want to do. If you enjoy giving Phil money to get a rise out of him, to troll tip him, that's your business, brother. That's between you and your partner or whoever, and your bank account and your credit score. I got nothing to do about that. So I don't really get into all that nonsense. You know what I mean? Like, I'll counsel people and say, look, you shouldn't be giving Phil that kind of money. But I'm not going to rail against him. Fuck that, man. Let's see here. The Denim Detractor. Hey, dude, love your channel. Been watching you for a while. Thank you. I appreciate that. So when I say you were alive, came over to say, oh, yeah, brother, I'm alive. Yeah, I was in Japan for almost two months. I got there June 13th. If you don't know this, my wife's a teacher. My kids are in school. And I'm retired. I don't do shit. So most of the year we're really busy, so it's hard to get out. So my wife and I, every summer, we try to plan one big trip. Like this year, we went to Japan because it was my daughter's graduation present. She's always wanted to go to Japan. So we usually go for like a month or two. We don't go for just a week. We go for a long time. Last year, we went to Spain. So we stayed in Spain for like a month and a half. So we do that pretty much every summer. It's just something I try to do to spend quality time with the family. I'm like DSP, spending quality time with
Welcome back, brother. Big ups.
It's so made. Chiba, thank you, brother, for being a member for 3 months. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. And then someone had given me a kick. I just want to make sure I thank everyone because those kicks are important. There was someone earlier that gave me not a kick, excuse me. They gave me a hello Jew. So you know what, whoever that was.
Hello, Jew.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. it's the best way to spend time doing something. Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, when I was younger, I didn't get to do that with my family. So, like, we didn't do big trips or whatever. So when I got older, I wanted to be like, all right, you know, at least one big trip a year. So I just gave, that's insane, Russian bot or Russian hot bot. But I mean, again, if you got that kind of money, man, go at it. I'm never gonna criticize anybody for whatever the fuck they do. You detract however way you want. Okay, when I get the intro, of course, you guys will be the first to see it, and I'm very excited. Big ups to Pixar Animation, and once we do the ad read, the ad stuff, I'll let you know as well. Okay, and then I noticed I got a bunch of people that aren't moderators, so if you want to be a mod, just let me know. I'll try to mod you this stream. And then also there's some the kick mods, like I said. If you wanna follow over on Kick with me, I can make you a mod and give you badges as well. So yes, and if you're wondering why everyone's blue, it's just everyone's mod. I have over 20,000 moderators, so there you go. Can we open some Begging Mod card? Yeah, we're still working on that, by the way. We have about 12, I think, cards. We're looking to get at least 25. It's been a little hard recently, so as soon as we get to 25. We'll do a small batch of cards, and then I thought about selling them. I'm not going to do that. I'll just give them away. So what we'll do is we'll use them as giveaways for people. So, you know, and what I'll do is I'll do it a giveaway on stream. That way, if you're a member or not, whatever, it doesn't matter. Everyone has a chance to win the Begaman card, the Begamon cards. Where's my badge duty? On Kick, if you're on Kick, brother, just go there and leave a note, and I'll mod you. Everybody, yeah, been a mod since Evo. That's 2024 though, isn't Evo 20? Is Evo 2005? I thought, yeah, that's right. Evo is 2005. That's right. All right, let's get into some content, folks. That's right. Yeah, that's what you're here for. You're here for some content. Woo! Big up to the content. What's up, George? How you doing, brother? And everyone, big ups to everyone. Thank you, Shade. Thank you, everybody, for being on here. I do appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I know you guys can. Makey, what's up, brother? I know you guys can be doing a lot of good stuff. And then to that one person who messaged me in my comment section that you wanted to get a hold of me, I did DM you. I think you DM me back. I'll respond back. Just it's all right, brother. You can, yeah, anybody can razz duty. Duty doesn't mind. All right. So let's get into it. That's right. All right. So the first thing I'm going to cover, of course, was last night. Last night's crash out was just hilarious. So we're gonna watch. You know what? Let's watch the unrecorded Begment where Phil talks about low support. That's right. And then after low support, Duty DM me like, oh, I'm sorry, King, I'm on the East Coast, brother. I think I DM'd you this morning. So that was like 7 o'clock my time. Dude, I don't sleep. By the way, that's another thing. If you're asking me to talk to you like for something and I DM you like at 3 in the morning, I don't want to hear anyone bitching. Dude doesn't sleep. I'm up all night, brother. So I apologize if I'm DMing you at the crack of dawn, but I don't sleep. I'm an insomniac.
For the king.
Vile, thank you, brother, for being a member for 13 months. I know, yeah. Poor low support for Phil.
Also, BTW, I believe filling on wait list for a new liver. A doc I've been talking to at my job
Vanguard.
who now
What's
been
up,
watching
brother?
Phil in their free time believe he is dying since he looks so sickly. However, the one thing she said is, how does his wife put up with this?
I think he has a kidney disorder. I think it's mainly due to diabetes. I think he has type 2 diabetes. It explains the weight loss, the constant urination, him constantly thirsty, all of the doctor visits. I think type 2 diabetes is what you call it. Now, gout doesn't kill anyone, actually. A lot of people think gout will kill you. No, gout doesn't kill you. What gout does is gout destroys your kidneys. That's the first thing that goes. There's a statistic that 72% of people that have gout by the time they're 55 years old are in ESRD, which is end-stage renal disease, which means their kidneys shut down and they need dialysis. So it's a very common thing that happens. That's why they said you have to be on top of the gout. You know, they have medication out there. I don't know why he's not on medication. And it's mostly lifestyle. No drinking, no red meat, none of that. You know what I mean? You gotta chill with that shit. Rob Dog, big love, brother. Thank you, man. I'll make sure to mod you after the stream. All right, brother. Yes, you can. Thank you for pelting me with Nick with pennies. I appreciate it. Okay, so I think that's what's going on with Phil. That's just my opinion. Vanguard, again, thank you, brother, for the 3. I appreciate that, brother. All right, so let's watch it. We're gonna get into the unrecorded bag segment. Someone gave me something. I don't know what. It's not showing up. Thank you, whoever did that support. I heard something ring up. Oh, it was a gift. Oh, it was 10 more.
Hello, Jew.
It was 10 more. That's right. The camp is filling up. The camp is filling up with the jewels. Thank you. I appreciate it. And just like Oscar Schindler, I will take care of them. I would take care of all the jewels. Thank you. All right, come on. I'm a benevolent. I'm a benevolent lord. That's right. Yes. Again, thank you. Someone else dropped some more massive support. Thank you very much. Thank you, SCSC fam, for the 10.
Hello, Jew.
Thank you. All right, let's get into it. All right, this is yesterday's unrecorded back segment. This is him bitching, of course, about the lowest kick support ever. I don't know why I put week there. It's ever. Oh, no. Okay, lowest kick support week ever. There you go. And then, of course, he stops to audit the poor Dent. One Dent says, well, wait a minute, Phil. I supported you. Like, you're making me feel like shit. I supported you. What the fuck's going on? And then he stopped the stream for like 3 minutes and did an audit on this motherfucker. Instead of just saying, oh, you did, thank you, I appreciate it, I'm sorry that I missed, regardless of whether he supported or not. No, he doesn't do that. He stops everything to do a full-on audit. Jesus Christ, man. Soulmate, thank you, brother, for the 10 kicks. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Thank you for the love support. And then again, Tattooed. Thank you, brother. Tattooed for didn't show me what you gave me, but thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. You know what? Here, you get a
hello, Jew.
You and Soulmate can share it. All right, let's get into it.
Yeah, JW, you didn't gift any subs, right? Was it all kicks? Because there's nothing showing for subs whatsoever.
Pignosis spreads fast, but laughter spreads faster.
Business in game? No, bunnies in games. Excuse me. Bunnies in games. Sorry, I misread. Tartan Games. Rewind that live.
Jews,
my controller lagged. Indeed, it did. Bandit. How you doing, Bandit? Gabriel's here tonight. How y'all doing? Good. All right, so, couple things. Number one, it's Pokemon night, and you know what that means. It means that on Pokemon night, you get a pack of Pokemon cards. So we're currently opening Surging Sparks. We are 4 packs into the box.
Yeah, I get that. A lot of people ask, why don't the Dents, like, go off and yell at him and stuff like that? I think the ones that actually do, like, talk, like that one guy that said, I support it, I think most of them are trolling Phil. They're kind of trolling Phil, so they say something like that instead of blowing up on him. Because if they blow up on him, you know Phil's going to ban them. So, you know, I think they're trying to play the long game there. That's probably why more people don't crash out on him when he does shit like this, but we'll see.
And so far, no hits. So hopefully, we'll get a hit tonight. Increased chance to get a hit, considering
like a
we are whittling down the packs, right?
I think that's
so. One pack guaranteed because it's Pokemon. However, we need to hit milestones of support tonight to do more. And obviously, I want to get into Surging Sparks. I want that $300 Pikachu. I want that $170 Latias. And I want that Melodic.
That would be cool.
I want those nice hits.
Right.
So, please support the stream tonight. Notably, okay,
yeah, definitely.
Over on the kick side of things, I just randomly realized it's Tuesday night. And
I just randomly realized, Phil, come on, brother. We know that you probably look over your analytics when it comes to support. Probably you spend 2 hours a day reviewing it to see who supported, why someone didn't support. And if it's a fighting game or something like that, you make sure, okay, who supports fighting game? Jax, let me send him a DM. Let me text him to find out why he didn't support me. We know you do that. So don't sit here and be like, oh, I just randomly, oh, it was just a random thought. You know, I was thinking about how I can benefit my audience and maybe do a giveaway and give them amazing content for free, you know, do stuff for free. Because, of course, I beg so much and ask for so much. Then, you know what, just maybe I should give back to my community. You know, while you were doing all that, you randomly said to yourself, oh, wait a minute, it's Tuesday. Oh, the kick paycheck ends today. Yeah, he's worse than a fucking aggressive panhandler. He's the motherfucker that's with the squeegee and the watered down Windex spraying the window. Hey, do me a favor. No, let's see. Why do you need to hit the goal? Thought it didn't matter. Do me a favor, brother. Whoever, Dino Nuggy, my apologies, brother. Don't moderate anyone. Like, don't delete anything. That was okay. I don't think he was talking about me for that. So we don't like the. Unless someone's like using the hard N or whatever, or saying the hard F, you can moderate. But just just chill. I don't really like to moderate people here, brother. But thank you. I appreciate you looking out for my stream.
I was thinking to myself, gee, I wonder how I did this week.
No, it's all good.
Not good for a couple of reasons. Reason number one, I was off 2 days last week, so that was 2 days off instead of the usual one. Number two, basically there's been like almost no support going on Kick for the last week.
What's up, ones? How you doing,
I'm not
brother?
exaggerating when I tell you all, not only have my subs plummeted on Kick in the last week, but also
as much and as long as feeling doesn't stop,
overall
you go into advanced liver damage, which is irreversible. She's seen decent amount of patients that tried to hide it, but the body shows the turf.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I don't think it's his liver is because his eyes aren't yellow. Typically, once your liver starts getting fucked up, even if it's just starting, you always get those yellowish color eyes, or you get you get reddish eyes and stuff like that. I don't think it's the liver yet. Not to say the liver's not fucked up, because we know he's an alcoholic, but I think it's the kidneys. You'll be shocked. The kidneys are very delicate, man. I mean, like, how many people just randomly have kidney failure for whatever fucking reason? Pancreas. Yeah, well, no, I mean, the gout impacts the kidneys. The pancreas, when you have diabetes, yes, it is your pancreas because you can't produce enough insulin. You can't produce enough insulin to convert the sugar in your body. But that also damages your kidneys because your body's flushing away all that sugar and all those crystals. That's right, crystal, not gout crystals, sugar crystals. That shit eats away at your kidneys because you're trying to filter out all of that sugar that your body can't process. So that's how the kidneys get fucked up by diabetes. And but gout fucks up your kidneys. Because of the uric acid levels. That shit just eats away at your kidneys.
Revenue on Kick has depleted significantly. If we don't have a good night tonight on Kick, this is actually going to be my worst performing week since I started streaming on Kick nearly 2 years ago. I couldn't tell you why. It's not that attendance was low. It's just people didn't drop any subs. People barely did any kicks. I mean, you could see for yourself if you take a look at the Kick leaderboard.
Yeah, I could tell you. If you're confused, Phil, I can help you on that. Lance Catamaran stopped donating, stopped showing up. Your future stepdad is no longer there. And even the dents that used to give you money, the one guy that says, say the N-word backwards or whatever, he's kind of chilled out with that. He stopped donating to you. And even 220 will give you maybe 500 kicks on a stream. So, I mean, that's the reason why, Phil, you're not getting the support. And the other thing, Phil, is you keep banning people on Kick. That shit eventually pisses people off. Even trolls that come in to mock you and shit like that, eventually it just pisses some people off. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe if you stop fucking banning people randomly, maybe you would get a little bit of support. Sea Monkey, as long as you don't have gout attacks, you're good. My dad had it bad. Yeah, well, he's a heavy drinker. He eats red meat. He eats fucking fast food all the time. So, yeah, don't believe this bullshit about him eating healthy. That's just straight bullshit. I doubt that. I think he lost most of the weight because of the diabetes. And that's the first thing. That's the first notable effect of diabetes, type 2 diabetes. The first two things is constant urination, you're thirsty, and you lose massive amounts of weight. My oldest brother got diabetes when he was 40. He's like 5'7". He was about 260 pounds. And literally in 3 months, he dropped like 80 pounds. And he looked sickly. And he didn't tell anyone. I kept noticing that he kept going to the bathroom. And I'm like, dude, what's going on? You all right? And then he's like, yeah, I got diabetes. So I was like, oh, okay. So are you on metformin? Are you taking? He's like, no, not yet. I got to go to my doctor. I'm like, dude, you better fucking do that before, you have an attack and die and you fall into a coma. So he's good now. He's good. But as soon as he got back on his medication, the one thing you did notice is that he started gaining a little bit of weight. So, let's see. What's up, Ones? How you doing? Do your cards like DSP? What? Do your cards like DSP does Pokemon LOL? Do your card? Oh, the Begimon. Oh yeah. Trust me. When I get the Begimon cards, we'll do a whole show about it. I'll unpack it, and then what I'll do is I'll do giveaways for packs.
Okay. Taking a look here. This week so far, I have a grand total of 6 subs, out of which 3 are from trolls. That's not an exaggeration. We have 6 subs so far this week, the entirety of the week. Kicks. No exaggeration. A grand total of about $40 of kicks, if that, for the entirety of the week. So, yeah, basically almost no support.
Well, not to belabor, but metformin is actually a very reliable drug, especially now. The older one, when they used to give you 500 milligrams, where you would have to take it 3 or 4 times a day, yeah, that was a bit rough. But now they have the metformin, which is the 500 milligram with the extended release. So you take it 1 pill a day, and what it does is stays in your system for 24 hours. It's a lot better. It's a lot better. It's a lot better than what it used to be. So I'm not sure if you were on the extended release. And again, just like with any other drug, it can fuck you up. Look at people. Some people take Ozempic. They're perfectly fine on it. And other people get massive diarrhea. So
I don't know if we're going to get any regulars back tonight, but it would be great to get support tonight. If you are watching on Kick and you like the content, notably you like the chill vibes of Pokemon, or you want to see some Surging Sparks packs unpacked at the end of the stream, tonight would be the night to support. This is the last night that counts for the week. Everything that I start earning as of tomorrow counts for a new week. I don't know why Kick does it that way, but they do. So it would be absolutely great if we could get some support tonight.
Metformin, what metformin does is it helps your pancreas produce more insulin, or more insulin to handle the sugar. So it helps your pancreas make more insulin, and it helps with eliminating excess sugar in your body. So it works 2 ways. That's why metformin is that's what they typically give you when you get diabetes. And then if your diabetes is still out of control now, what they do is they give you Ozempic on top of it. So they usually start you off with a low dose of Ozempic, which is about 25 milligrams. And then after 2 weeks or a month, you go up to 50 milligrams, and eventually they try to get you to 1 milligram. And at the 100 milligram dose, that's where you would see weight loss, and it also helps with your insulin levels.
Tonight from Kick, okay?
It is cheap, yeah. Anybody can produce that. It costs like you can get a month's supply now, for like $3.
In regards to,
does he work that? No, I don't think he wears.
It's not just about Kick support; it's about support everywhere. So obviously, I appreciate.
I don't think he wears diapers, but I like to make fun of him because it triggers him.
Appreciate everyone who has supported, and those that did support on Kick. Thank you.
Support.
It was a way less this week for whatever particular reason, but people did support, and I want to say thank you to those who did. YouTube supporters, super chats. Thank you.
No, Phil, you can't do that, man. You can't sit there, audit your viewers, talk about how it's been the lowest supported Kick stream, and again, highlighting Kick, not just saying in general, highlighting a specific segment of your viewership and saying they're not giving you enough fucking money. And then sit there and be like, oh, well, blah, 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 it's okay. Do you mean, no, not 2 point, no, is it? No. Ozempic is 0.2, is 0.0. So the first initial dose of Ozempic is 0.25, and then it's 0.50, and then it goes up to 100 milligrams. I believe that's what, that's what it is. Mounjaro, I think, is 2.5, 2.5, 5.0. All of them use a different dosing, whatchamacallit, but Ozempic, I know, is 0.25. That's the initial dose.
Thank you so much. Memberships, thank you so much. And, of course, those who tipped via PayPal as well. Thank you. Hopefully we can get some momentum going. Remember, the way it works is DSP Pack Rips is a show that I do.
Oh, 220
we
in
have
the
two
house. What's
packs
up, brothers?
that we are going.
All right, 220 in the house. I'm going to do what Phil does, and I'm going to call out one person. All right, 220. I'm going to order you right now, brother. I haven't seen you in a while, brother. What's going on, man? We know that you've been, you're back on Kick streams, okay? You're back on Phil streams, and he unbanned you, brother. How did you feel yesterday where he decided to do a complete audit on the lack of Kick support? It's insane, man. I can't. Look, I'm telling you right now, if I ever do that here, money, for whatever reason, let's say that I go broke
when
or whatever.
Jay tells you to lab, it's time. Stop playing.
Eric, brother, how you doing, man? Thank you, brother, for being a member, man. I appreciate you being a member for 10 months. When Jade told you to lab it, oh yeah, I did see that. Big ups, Jade. I always appreciate Jade. But okay, let me go back. So 220, brother, man. What's going on with that, man? I'm sorry if I was supporting a content creator and he did that shit. I don't even think I'd curse him out. I'd just leave and just never show up ever again. God, 220 said, People need to be nicer to him and support. Oh God! All right, man. Let's move along. Let's move along. Big ups 220, man. I appreciate you being here.
Going to open. Currently, there's a one freebie pack. So if we get to $100 of support cumulative tonight, we'll do DSP pack rips.
And just to let everyone know, 220 is in my YouTube and my Kick Chat. And on my Kick Chat, 220 is actually a moderator and he has badges. So anyone that says that I mistreat Phil's viewers and supporters, that's a load of shit, okay? Because anybody that comes over for Phil streams, I don't mistreat them. I treat them nice. I let them come. I even tell people, hey, you know, kind of lighten up. Don't kind of really fuck with them or whatever. So if ever Phil tries to say that, you know, we dox and we mistreat people, that's bullshit. Because even when Raw Phil was up, Raw Phil would let anybody show up, and most of his viewerships wouldn't care either. Again, most detractors don't give a shit. They just like to laugh at the fucking guy. Phil thinks literally every detractor that's out there is looking to put a bullseye on him. And that's not true. Most people don't give a shit. Most people just like to sit there and laugh at the guy. That's what I like to do. I like to sit here and laugh at him. So, I don't know. All right, anyway. Enough patting myself in the back. Yeah, everybody knows Duty's a nice guy.
With Surging Sparks, okay?
What's up, Satan? Oh, wait. I got to do a Phil. What's up, Satan? You know what? I'm going to put that on my soundboard, okay? I'm going to put the hello, Satan, from Phil, or what's up, Satan. Every time you come in my chat, I'm going to play it. And yes, this is the Satan from DSP stream. Big ups pre-dawn course, brother. Thank you, brother, for the support. I appreciate you, man.
Okay. So how's everyone doing?
We're doing good.
What's going on? What's up, Humble the Pummel? How are you? How you doing? How you doing? What's on everyone's mind tonight? Am I going to do post-game content? Ask your face. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the post-game content is.
Brother.
I asked this morning, and one person said, it's a few legendaries, but it's very grindy. It's not a big deal.
I'm going to be 51 soon, brother, okay? I'm too old to have kids, okay? And I locked it up. After I had my second kid, I went and I tied my tubes, okay? So Duty can't have kids.
And then someone else was like, oh, no, there's a ton of post-game content. So I don't really know what it entails. If people are here for it. Okay? Then, if they're here for it, I would consider it.
Oh, yeah, vasectomy, brother.
XJW says I contributed a lot this week. Let's take a look.
Everything.
According to this,
brother, thank you, man. Big ups. I appreciate it.
In the last week, there were no subs at all.
No more, brother. I'm done. I got 2, and that's it. I did my service to humankind.
And XJW, you're not on the leaderboard. For some reason, you're not on the leaderboard.
220 said, I hope one day. Look, man, I don't have any animosity towards PWR. He's done a couple loony shit that he's done in the past, and honestly, I think he's a little unhinged. I don't know if that's an act or not, but I don't like working with people like that. You know what I mean? If I think you're someone that's a bit unstable, I just don't like associating with people like that. It's almost like it's like being friends with an alcoholic. You never know when that fucking thing is something's gonna happen. They're gonna crack, you know. So I tend not to really. I keep him at a distance. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know, if he wasn't like that, then yeah, I wouldn't mind doing content with him. I'd do a stream with him. I would jump on, you know, to help him out or whatever. I really don't care. You guys know I don't care. If someone asks me, hey, can you come on my stream or do whatever, I'm more than happy to do it. But if you're a Looney Tune, no, I can't fuck with people like that. I got a text from him from a couple months ago saying, let's do some content. I'm like, no, no, man. Just, you know, like, I understand you struggle and you want to keep your streams alive and shit like that. I get it. I get that. You know what I mean? But just chill, man. Chill with the over the top shit. That's what I don't like. You know what I mean? And you know, like, what's to not say that I bring him on my stream to do like an interview, and then he starts fucking spamming the N-word or his viewer. You know what I mean? It's just shit like that. And I don't trust him. I guess that's what I have to say. But again, I wish him all the best. I got no animosity. I know I kid him from time to time about PWR. I don't have any hate towards PWR. I wish him the best. I hope he gets his life together, and I hope he makes the streaming thing work. You know what I mean? But hopefully he just chills. As soon as he chills, maybe we could do content. And again, I know he does videos. I mean, that's all good. I don't mind. I don't care. It doesn't bother me, brother. He can watch my streams and critique me. It's all good, brother. If it makes him a few bucks, good for. I mean, good. If it makes him enough money to buy some Burger King, then good. Big ups for him.
Are you sure you didn't support last week? Because I remember you supporting, but I think
Here
it was last week.
Here it is.
It didn't count for this week. Yeah, the support resets on Wednesdays. Because you are not on the leaderboard anywhere. You're not showing for kicks, and you're also not showing for subs.
I really thought he was going to start calling him a liar. Like, I thought he was going to start saying, so you're a liar. So you lied. So eat a ban. I thought he was literally going to do that. That's some insane shit, really. Like, if someone were here and said, hey, I contributed duty last week, I'd be like, oh, okay, whatever. Thank you. I appreciate it. I really do. Thank you. It's all good. Not be like, well, wait a minute. Let me stop the stream right now because I have my feed history on my Streamlabs, and I can go back and see if you tipped me or gave me a donation. It's just crazy, man. I don't know if it's like nervousness. I wonder if it's like nervousness. Like, he's online so much, and he's been tagged with a lot of dead air that he's so worried about just being quiet for a while that he needs to just say something. He has to talk, and then if someone mentions something like they supported last week, okay, that's a topic to talk about, and I could kill 5 minutes. But there's just certain things that you just shouldn't take 5 minutes to kill. You should just be like, oh, thank you, I appreciate that. I appreciate you donating.
Yeah, but I remember you contributing, but I think it was last week, wasn't it? I could be wrong, but I swear it was last week.
Jaws in the house.
Feel bad for Phil. He's blue collar and works hard.
That could be what it is.
Oh, God. He's ring around the collar. That's what the man is.
Just for the record, I have had good weeks, in the last few weeks, or the last few weeks to month.
Thank you, Radical
But this
Jaws.
in particular is just the worst for some reason. Like almost nothing came in. Here, taking a look. I'm scrolling. Ooh.
And again, people always say, why do I clip these these clips? Because that's why this is the unrecorded beg segment. This is where he does all his begging before the night stream. And he doesn't post that. He doesn't show that. Like, if you were to go to Phil's videos right now, he cuts that shit right there. You would never see him begging and berating people. So that's why I clip it and post it. And that's why I like to call it the unrecorded beg segment. So.
Oh my God, my kick screen has completely glitched. What the hell? That looked bizarre as shit. The whole thing was having a seizure. Ooh, that's not good.
I'll clip it 220. I clip all your jokes, brother. You know what I miss? I miss the haikus from that one guy.
Yeah, XJW, you didn't gift any subs, right? Was it all kicks? Because there's nothing showing for subs whatsoever.
Really, Phil, for fuck's sakes.
And sadly, I can't really look at the history of kicks.
You hear that, 220?
Was it kicks that you sent? That's so weird. Why are you not on the leaderboard?
Brother. He's going to call you out next for not supporting.
I do want to say thank you. I do remember you contributing 100%.
220, brother.
It must have been kicks, correct? Because you're not on the leaderboard.
Piece of shit.
It actually doesn't show you at all on the leaderboard, which is...
He's completely ungrateful, and that's what pisses me off about him. It's like, look, I don't care. Like, he really thinks that detractors care that he makes money. Some do. Most people don't give a shit. I don't give a shit that he makes any money about it. I just hate shit like this. Where, yeah, you see, the thing is, this was last night, right? Where he only made about $60 towards the end of the night. While he made, like, what, $275 on the first stream, he made $200 on his podcast, and memory hold that shit. That's what pisses me off. And then he sits here and takes, what, this was like a 12-minute segment to audit people. It's like, really, man? Like, he must have, like, a fishbowl memory where he can only remember, like, the last 10 minutes of any part of his life. And it's like, dude, what are you doing? And then the other frustrating is when people call him out on it, he gets pissed off and then he rants and he talks about how, they're no-load losers and Thanos needs to snap him out. And then when I highlight that he crashes out, then he gets pissed off and says, I made that up. Okay. All right, Phil. Whatever, brother. Well, okay.
Really weird.
The cope is insane.
Because the bottom of the leaderboard is 16 kicks. So how are you not on it? That's really weird. They literally didn't count you.
I think Cat does. Everything's 50-50
I can't explain it. Why you're not on the leaderboard, but I appreciate that you did. I remember that you did support. Thank you. Very odd that you're not up there.
I think he definitely pays the mortgage because the house is still just under his name, and he knows that if he gets divorced, he's under this mindset that if he gets divorced, if Kat leaves him, she doesn't have any claim to the house, which it doesn't work that way in Washington. Washington, my God, you get divorced in Washington, the men always get fucking screwed. So Kat's going to be getting at least 40% of that house. Phil will have to sell the snort for to either pay off Cat's portion, or figure out, or do begathons so that they can, the viewers can help pay off Cat's portion of the house. He's under the mindset, and I think that's why he probably just pays the mortgage himself, because he doesn't want to lose the snort for it. But I'm sorry, brother, it doesn't work that way in it doesn't work that way in Washington. Washington's crazy. You think California is bad with divorce laws? Washington's worse. I remember when I first started doing this, and when we thought that Cat was divorcing him or whatever, I went and I looked up what the rules were, what the laws were. They even have a calculator. You can go in and actually put in Phil's income. And then you can put in how many years they were married, and you can calculate alimony. It's insane, brother. It's crazy. Phil's, man, my God, I'm telling you right now, if Cat divorces Phil, that's gonna be the goals. It's gonna be the $300 alimony goal. No more milestones for packs. It's gonna be money to pay. It's gonna be money to pay Cat's alimony.
I find it funny when he plays Tokon and says that all you need to do is mash buttons, but he never proves it.
Exactly.
DSP
Exactly. It's just like when he crashes out on Cammy. And then I remember with Cammy on Street Fighter, he played Cammy, I think, one stream, and he was just a complete, everybody he played beat him. And it's like, well, wait a minute. You said that Cammy's God tier and anyone can win with Cammy. And that's why Raw Phil was beating you all the time. What happened there? What happened there, Phil? Oh no, I didn't use Cammy that way. I tried to play fighting games the right way. Oh man, yeah, I do, Mystic. I do, man. I kind of wish he does bring back Street Fighter 6. 220. Do me a favor, brother. 220. Why don't you message Phil? You have his ear because he knows that you have money. So tell him that you missed the Street Fighter 6 streams. Let's see if he does Street Fighter 6. That would be great. At least one night. Jax is good for at least $25, brother.
Okay. So our first contribution of the night is Overstuffed Wednesday Plush with 500 kicks, and he says, "Here you go, sire. Add us to the leaderboard. Thank you, Overstuffed Wednesday Plush. I appreciate that."
That's
See,
another
XJW,
That is another fucking thing. Why are you tipping him and saying sorry, or whatever they did? Someone gave him money from Kick.
I need that money. I really do.
And apologized.
Pay my bills.
That's fucking
Crazy.
crazy.
Mid at best. Phil can't handle fast.
What's up, Bill? Thank you, brother. Thank you. Oh God, I'm not gonna be able to read this. Is this Apophysis Studio? I'm sorry I butchered your name, brother. Thank you for the $2. That's right. Suffer, Bill. Suffer. I can't get that high like PPP. PPP does it good. I like PPP's. I do like PPP's. Suffer Phil. He does it really good. When he does Ethan Ralph, it's funny as fuck. And Radical Jaws, brother. Thank you for the $2.79. I don't know why my chat is frozen. Here it is. Boom. There you go. Thank you, brother. Cammy was mid at best. Phil can't. Oh yeah, she's just too fast for him. She's just too fast. But I love that Raw Phil used to fucking
His
stomp
stupidity
him.
makes arrogance.
Big up Vanguard. What a yeah, he is. It's just very annoying, and like again, he gets the we criticize him because he's making money. He gets that completely wrong. We're not criticizing because he's making money. We're criticizing because the way he acts when he either gets money or doesn't get money. That's what people react to. Good God, man. What's up, Icarus? What's up, brother? I thought I modded you, Icarus. Didn't I mod you last time? I'm sorry, but if anybody needs mod chips, let me know. Kick, if you need a mod on Kick, just say, at the end of the stream, just say hi or something, or mod me, badge me, and I'll mod and badge you.
I'm not blind, right? You can see the leaderboard. You're not on there. I don't know what happened. I don't know why it didn't count for the leaderboard. Maybe the leaderboard was glitched out or something. That's really weird.
You never caught it. All right, brother Icarus. Well, everybody's a mod here. It's a ceremonial title. Don't ban anybody.
So thank you to Overstuff Wednesday Plush. That's our first support of the night. 500 kicks. Thank you for that.
I mod everyone so that,
Elusive Moose likes my share. I'm glad to hear that.
You guys can't mistreat everyone.
Wave Zone says, I watched your DSP tries it. Well, you tried the British food and you really liked it. Did you try it again? You want to know the truth? My wife and I, outside of DSP tries it, ordered again. It was not nearly as good. Okay. Do you want to know what I think happened?
Vanguard, Donut Vanguard, brother. Thank you for redeeming the moral support. Hello, Jew. Sure, brother. Here you go.
Hello, Jew.
There you go. I have a little thing where you can actually, if you have enough points on Kick, you can ask me to redeem a soundbite. So there you go. So because somebody hasn't done that in a while. Thank you, Don. I appreciate that. And you know what? Here, I'm gonna give you a second one.
Hello, Jew.
Hello, Jew. There you go. 220, brother, with the big support. Thank you, brother, for the 5 on your Kick. Okay, you're gonna give me the joke? I thought you were gonna give Phil the joke. All right, let's see here. A pirate walks into a bar and says, "I'll have a shot of rum." But there was no shot of rum. It was a sandbar. I'm obligated to clap. I'm obligated to clap because he did give me 500 kicks. Great one, 220. I appreciate that. Keep them coming, brother. Brad Cool in the house. What's up? Is this the real Brad Cool? What's up, Brad Cool? By the way, I've been enjoying the content, Brad Cool. I have, brother. Me and Brad Cool, I think we chatted up a few times in Kick. Seems like a nice enough guy. This used to be Jeremy's biggest supporter, and now he's trying to help Jeremy get on the righteous path, which Jeremy is refusing to do.
I can explain what I think actually
What's up, Brad,
happened,
man? How you doing, man?
So, if you remember, it was about a year and a half ago. There's a place that does meat pies in downtown Renton. That's the town I live in, right?
Thank you for the...
So I ordered the food.
Hello, Jew.
And if you remember, there was kind of a mistake or a mess thing that got messed up. The order got delayed. Here's what actually happened, and this happens from time to time, just so you guys know. A troll actually called the restaurant and said, "Oh, I want to cancel my order." Now, what's messed up is obviously it wasn't really me, but a troll called the restaurant.
Oh, okay. First of all, Phil, how the fuck do you know this? Again, he is making up this entire story. When you hear the end of it, he's like, "Oh, I think that's what happened." So he's making up this whole fucking fan fiction story about a detractor threatening some restaurant, right, where he ordered food. Now, again, the food that he bought, I don't think was for a DSP tries it. So how the fuck would anyone know that you ordered a food from that place? It's fucking insane. Again, he always blames trolls whenever he has low support or is begging for money or whatever, or just, having a bad day. It's all the fucking trolls' fault. The trolls contacted this guy. Bro, hear this fucking story. It's the reason why I clipped it and added it. Because I'm saying to myself, okay, did DoorDash tell you this? Did the restaurant tell you this? No, this is, he'll say it at the end. This is what I think happened.
On the phone and said, "I just placed an order via DoorDash, but I want to cancel my order. It's not,
Yeah.
And they were like, "No, you have to do it through DoorDash. You can't just call us. You have to cancel through DoorDash." And apparently the person went into a swearing tirade with the employee on the phone, threatening them, saying, "You better cancel the order. I'm going to come down there and kick your ass," or something like that. It was actually they were threatening the person on the phone.
First of all, every single restaurant now actually has caller ID, and it bypasses you doing the star 67 bullshit where you try to hide your number. So what you're trying to make us believe is that some detractor found a payphone somewhere in wherever the fuck they live at, paid how much money to call this restaurant, somehow knew the restaurant, someone knew the restaurant, called it, and literally threatened them. Not just made up some story about, "I don't want the order." They literally threatened them, all just to fuck up one of your orders. He really believes that someone went to this extent to fuck with him.
Okay? So the person hung up the phone and canceled the order, actually afraid that someone was going to come to the store. All right? So all of a sudden, as I was tracking my order for those meat pies, I saw that the order had been canceled. I said, "What? I didn't cancel the order." What? So I called the restaurant, and they were like, "You just called us irate, swearing at us, telling us to cancel the order." I said, "No, I didn't." I said, "I'm sorry. These idiots do this. They're really messed up. They're unhinged. The order was legit." And they said, "All right, if you put in another order, we'll do it right away. We'll make sure." So I put in a second order, and they did it right away. And if you remember, the food was fantastic. You remember that, right? It was
no, we don't.
Really good. The portion sizes were good. It tasted great. Okay. So completely outside of that. All right. On one of my days.
Again, when someone tells a story like this and they give you way too many fucking details, they're lying. Because they know no one's buying it, so they think all the additional little details will make someone think, well, he must be telling the truth because he knows all of these specific details. No. And by the way, that works in your life as well too. If you're lying to your significant other about something, just state what you did and that's it. Don't, because a smart woman will just sit there in silence and look at you, right? Because they know that, you know, that silence will make you uncomfortable. So you'll keep talking and add in details. And what they want to see is if you contradict something you previously said. So if your significant mother, smother, or what other, you know, you tell her something like, I don't know, say you went out with the boys and got drunk, right? But you told them you were babysitting your mom or whatever, right? She's going to sit there and look at you. You just say, yeah, I was over at my mom's house. And just stay quiet. Don't add anything else. Don't tell her how, I don't know, y'all watch Wheel of Fortune together. And she told you how amazing you are. No, don't.
He's back. _220 colon
Brett.
_ crime.
Big ups, Brett. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. I appreciate. Yeah, I'm back, man. I've been back for like almost week and a half, 2 weeks. Yeah, man. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you saying that. But anyway, yeah, don't do that. Just basically just say what you did and be quiet. If she asks questions, you say yes or no. All right. So, but Phil doesn't know that, so that's why he's going on and on and on and droning on. Yeah. Don't tell.
He's off later that year. I did order the food again. It wasn't good. The portions of the meat pies had shrunk way small. The sides didn't taste fresh. Like everything we ordered, we were incredibly disappointed. We spent a ton of money, and it was like we weren't even full.
Oh, you did,
we ate
Brett,
the food.
man.
We were like,
been a lot
so what
going
actually
on,
think
brother. There's
happened
been a lot
was
going on with Phil.
because of the mix-up with the troll and everything. The place knew that I was a YouTuber and that I was going to do a review, so they purposefully gave me really, really good food to be sure that I would give the place a good review. I think that's what happened.
So all of these details, somehow magically the fucking restaurant knew that he was a YouTuber. So the restaurant owner must have thought that he was a food critic of some sort, and he was just again, it makes no fucking sense. And again, these restaurants are cooking a shit ton of meals. They're not gonna sit there and talk to you to figure out what the fuck's going on. Normally they'd be like, oh, it was canceled, you want another one, just order another one, we'll make it. And they'll hang up on your gouty pig roach. They're gonna talk to you about, oh, are you a food reviewer? What have you done lately? Do you publish anything? No. And right there at the very end, he tells you the truth. He says, I think that's what happened. In what world? In your brain? In that psychotic brain of yours where you make shit up? Good God, Phil. Anyway, that's the video, folks. So I wanted to show that. All right. So the next video, of course, we're going to play is we're going to move forward with what happened last night. So after the Pokemon stream occurred and the low support, I'm looking at you, 220. 220, you screwed it up, brother. His kick check is going to be abysmal this week. After the check was low, he was ready to wage quit, ready to go. We get this nice little crash out from last night.
There is hope. Welcome to Duty Streams, the internet's premier center for DSP analysis, memes, and emergency anti-pignosis treatment. We expose the cope, we study the salt, and we ask the hard questions. Did the game really screw him, or was it just another skill issue? Subscribe to Duty Streams today, because pignosis spreads fast, but laughter spreads faster.
And says, yes, it would have to be Infernape, but the run's over, you're not going to win. Well, to be frank with all of you, yeah, this sucks because we're at the end of the game, the most challenging part, and we got no support tonight, as you can see. So this is actually my least supported Pokemon.
By the way, I think he ended up soft locking himself. Is that true? I didn't watch the whole thing. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate that. Didn't he soft lock himself in the game? Like soft locked himself with the choices he made? Where now he's not going to be able to beat the N4
So let's
or whatever.
recap the situation.
Didn't he do so? I didn't watch the whole thing. I didn't watch the whole fucking stream. I was like in and out of it. Is that what happened to stupid ass? What do you use for your animation? I don't do anything. By the way, Glamorous, anyone else? I don't do any of my animations. This is Pixar animation. He does all of the animations for me. I basically write the script. So I tell Pixar, hey, I have an idea. This is what I want to do. We collaborate with the story. He tells me what he can and can't do. And then he makes all of the artwork, everything. I don't know what he uses. I can ask him. If he's here, Pixar, are you here? Because Pixar likes to chill on my streams. I'll ask him and let you know on the next stream. I know he uses a specific software because I pretty much funded that software with all my intros that all the money that I paid him for intros. So, but I'll ask him and I DM and stuff like that. I have a new intro coming out, by the way. Check it out. Ready? This is the new intro that's coming out. Hopefully I'll get it in a week or two. But this is the concept. I'm not going to tell you too much about it, but it's going to be kind of a Thanos style theme. So if you watch enough DSP content, you'll kind of know where we're going with this. But it's going to be great. Pixar's falling off from Monsters. They're okay. So, all right, there you go.
Stream. This is my least supported week on Kick. This is a awful way to end the night. It really is. It's a terrible way to end the night. With a bad taste in the mouth, getting beat up by the Elite Four, getting no support on the stream. It's everything bad. Bad. Yeah, sucks. And everyone...
By the way, I want to highlight how he treats Lance Canamarang. Lance Canamarang doesn't even talk in chat. You know, he barely shows up. When he does show up, he comes in usually to whale outfield because he must have heard the whale call. He saw the whale signal. And he comes in to help and support. That's the only time we even hear about Lance Canamarang, right? He came in last night and actually did donate. And let's see how he treats poor Lance.
Basically telling me there's no chance. Wow.
Lance.
Yeah, so I will say thank you, Stalking Tiger, for the very generous super chat earlier. To everyone who did contribute, the little bits that came in. Thank you to everyone who did a little bit here, a little bit there. At this point, I'm just going to be honest with you. Let's beat the game and that's it. Because you guys are like, oh, do post game. Last time when we played Pokemon 2 nights ago, the night was almost awful. And the only reason it wasn't is because someone came by and did a giant tip. If it wasn't for that one person, it probably wouldn't have done that well, right?
Excuse me, I had to sneeze. God bless me. That's every stream, Phil. Every single stream is propped up by one person. So why even bring it up? We all know this. You're the one that likes to cope about that too. You're always complaining about how no, my streams are supported by multiple people. It's not just one anonymous fake dono.
And now here we are again. And tonight, no one did a big contribution. And now guess what? So, yeah. I don't even know what else to say. This sucks. Well, I mean, at this point, I do think that we have played a ton of Pokemon. And we've been playing it nonstop since last fall with a couple breaks. There's a couple small breaks there. I think it's time to get...
Yeah, he was super nervous. He was super nervous because he knew he was going to fake tip himself. And he knows the jig is up. He knows everyone knows he fakes tips himself. And he was like, okay, what can I say? What message can I give? How can I make... At this point, Phil, you should just give fake names. How about that? Say, you know, I don't know, fucking, you know, I don't know. Make up a fucking name, okay? Because this anonymous bullshit is just, no one believes it, okay, Phil?
Give Pokemon a rest. Okay, I do. I think it's time to give Pokemon a rest after this. Shit. Let's just beat the Elite Four or whatever, see the
Pokemon
ending.
Pokemon.
And I guess we're done. And it sucks. You know, I like Pokemon, and I've enjoyed the chill streams, but as you can see, it hasn't gone well. I'll be honest, it has been a struggle. These last few Pokemon streams, we've had a few slow ones. So...
Maybe
I guess we're just gonna wrap it up.
Maybe you shouldn't make again. This is what I love. The man sits there and talks about he's a variety streamer and he doesn't like to play the same things over and over again. He gets bored, and that's the only reason why he's lasted so long, because he plays so many different games, right? But yet has just burnt the shit out of Pokemon. How many Pokemon games has this guy played since April when he came up with the Pokemon grift? Even more, because he started in March, and March was, you know, pretty good for him. And then he continued playing Pokemon, and then he decided to become a TCG pack opener, you know. And that's been going on for like 3 or 4 months already. Maybe Phil, you know, talking about card packs and playing every fucking kind of Pokemon game and pack simulator and all this shit. Maybe people are just tired of it. How about that? Isn't that something, Phil? But I'm curious if he's going to give a Pokemon, because what else is there? He's wage quit everything else. He just wage quit Marvel Tokon. He's not going to play that. So is he going to continue playing the fucking shitty fighting games? That one, whatever it is, the Capcom collection no one is playing? because most people now are playing the token game. What is he gonna do? Is he gonna bring back fucking Suikoden or whatever the fuck, whatever Stardew, whatever that game was, where he was getting pretty good support for it, and then I think Jordan stopped. He funded it, and then he stopped giving him money for it, and then he wage quit that. He said he was gonna bring it back and never brought it back. What is he gonna do? Buy different card packs? I mean, he's already gone through the list. Pretty soon we're gonna get wrestling cards. I don't know. We're gonna get something new. Brett, brother, thank you for the 1,000.
Hello, Jew.
Thank you for the 1,000 Jews, brother. I appreciate that. And by the way, Lord Diaz in the house. He rated us with 6 viewers, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you, Lord Diaz. Big up, brother. Big up, brother. Lord Diaz, super funny guy. Lord Diaz is a nice dude. He streams on Kick and YouTube. Do me a favor, Lord Diaz. Throw up your channels here, brother. If you're not subbed to Lord Diaz, please sub them. He's a really funny guy. He talks about everything. DSP. I don't know if he does PWR anymore. I think he kind of moved away from PWR, but he talks about everything. It's a great show. It's a really funny show. He puts on a real production. It's a real podcast, unlike this shit. You know what I mean? It's actually a real funny podcast.
All right. Well, that's it. We're out of time. I don't even know when we're playing this again. It's going to be sometime next week. And hopefully for the finale, let me put it this way. This game is in the exact same position as Dark Souls 2. What does that mean? The next stream is in position to be the last. If the next stream people show up, engage, and support, and we do well, then I'll keep going with post-game content. If it doesn't, then that's it. We just beat the game, done. Same exact thing that's happening with Dark Souls 2 on Friday, where if that stream does well, I'll do the DLCs, and if not, that's it. We're done. We're just beating the base game, and we're done. We're not doing anything else. Okay? All right. All right, everyone. Well, I do hope that you enjoyed, and again, to those that did support tonight, I really do appreciate the support that I did get, but I think we can all agree. You saw what happened tonight, right? I didn't make it up. I even told you guys, this is the end of the week for me. I really would like to have a decent, at least decent week on Kick. And the Kick supporters just stood there talking shit all night, not supporting.
Yeah, 220.
And that's disheartening. Okay? All right, well, Pokemon will probably end next stream. Maybe it won't, but I guess we'll have to see.
Maybe it won't. Hang the threat of the wage quit out there.
Lance Catamaran, thanks for 100 kicks.
Do you hear that? Lance Catamaran, thank you for 100 kicks. Like, thank you for the $1. Like, it almost bothered him that he actually had to thank someone for actually donating. A man who's given Phil a shit ton of money. Probably the second or third most. I think, yeah. So there are a couple people that are ahead of him that have given Phil more money. But Lance is up there. And he just sits there and he's like, oh, okay, you're going to come out, and give me $1? Really? That's all you're going to do? Fucking $1? I don't want a fucking $1. Take that $1 back, you fucking greedy. It's just, you know what I mean? That's the vibe you give off, Phil. And you'll sit there and be like, no, I didn't say that. Yeah, I know you didn't say that.
Got people on Kick. Thanks for all the moral support. However, it sure would be great if you give me some real support.
No shit. We know you didn't say that, Phil. But that's how you fucking come off, man. Good God, brother. Jesus Christ, man. I don't understand the guy. I really don't.
I actually got to charge this controller now because we've done 2 streams, and this controller only lasts about 2 streams, and then it runs out of juice. So, all right, folks. Well, it is what it is. I do hope that we recover tomorrow.
Look at him scanning. Waiting for 220. Waiting for your future stepdad to come back. Waiting for Lance Catamaran to be shamed that he only gave $1. To give more.
Put him on the board for what? He's not the top kicker. It's 100 kicks. We have 2 people who did 500 kicks tonight. So yeah, I don't know what you mean.
So
here, we'll add it, 63.
Yeah, you should add it, you fucking idiot, because that's sadly, $1 you don't have.
No cards tonight. Again, this has been happening every day now, where we only have 1 stream where we actually do any pack rips because the support is so inconsistent. And
shit,
it is what it is.
Y'all fucking up with his autism. Y'all really fucking with his tism. You know he needs consistency. That's his.
Kratos is another unfinished game. We're beating the game.
Gotta hit the
I already
milestone.
said we're going to do another stream of the game. The difference is the old DSP never did post-game content. When I used to do playthroughs, I used to rush through them and beat them as quickly as humanly possible, skipping most side
All right, now he's trying to be like me, folks. He's talking in the third person.
content and getting right to the end and then immediately going to the next game. I never did side content like I do today, so that's just a completely erroneous and disingenuous statement.
Who the fuck talks like that? How about just say that's wrong or it's incorrect? It's disingenuous. You're disingenuous. And then he wonders why people laugh at him or claim he's a fucking alien in a fucking human skin suit. Jesus Christ.
No freebie. There's no freebie pack because we only do DSP pack rips for 2 packs, which I told you all night. We didn't get to the milestone. We're not doing any packs, so no freebie pack. It's gone.
Back City.
That's
Thank
not
you
how
for
it
following,
works.
brother. I appreciate
See,
that.
watch
Back
this.
City.
Gone. No support, no packs. That's how it works. Oh, well. All right. So, tomorrow. Oh, actually, I have to hook up my PC. Tomorrow, what are we doing? DSP Morning Show, the continuation of Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced. Okay? We're only focusing on story tomorrow. Only story. That's how it works. Okay? So, yeah. We're going to try to get as fast as we can through this game at this point because I do have noticed that definitely for Black Flag Resynced, it's fallen off. It's fallen off.
Everything is falling off for Phil.
I know I want to get through the story as quickly as possible.
Everything is falling off.
I guess we'll see how it goes tomorrow. Tomorrow night, Final Fantasy VI continues. We're actually at the point in Final Fantasy.
By the way, I know a lot of people don't know this, but his stream actually is supposed to technically end at 12:15 because he needs another about 20 minutes to download all the bullshit so that he can have enough time to spend with his soulmate so they can order ice cream from McDonald's. And they can eat ice cream, you know, as they watch, I don't know, a fucking travel vlog or something like that. So it's 12:46 and he's still waiting and waiting and waiting, extending the fucking stream. Okay.
Fantasy VI, where the game really picks up, the story is going to get flipped on its head. It's going to go crazy. All right. So if you've liked Final Fantasy VI up to now, all right, you're going to want to be here tomorrow. It's actually a huge event in the game tomorrow. Okay? Okay. Okay, cool. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Have a good night. And again, to those who were positive and did actually support and were nice people to me tonight.
Okay. He's equating positive and nice with people that support it. So even the people... So what are you saying, Phil? Even the troll tippers or troll donators are positive and nice too because they gave you money? Again, I talk about this all the time, but it's insane how he every interaction in his life, everything that he does, he has to compare it with a monetization amount, like something that he got, something that he received. And I don't know how anyone can really live like that. Like, I cannot see myself living like that, where every single aspect in your life, it doesn't matter what it is, you have to weigh it against a monetary goal or benefit. You know what I mean? Like, can you imagine being with this person, right? Dating this person or whatever. And even when it comes to like romance, he'll sit there and be like, okay, guys, let's see. Is it monetarily worth my time, you know, getting a little sum versus having to pay for dinner, conversate with this person, maybe have to pay for a condom. You know what I mean? It's like, really? You know, and weighing the pros and cons of everything in your life, and it's always monetary. That's why he doesn't do anything. To him, that's why he will never go on a vacation. That's why he doesn't buy anything for his wife. You know what I mean? He'd rather spend that shit on everything for him, pointless bullshit. It's why he doesn't save money, because to him, you know, he looks at it and it's like, okay, well, I'm probably going to die when I'm in my 50s because I'm decrepit and old. So I'm not going to be around for retirement. So what's the point of saving for retirement? It's just that selfishness, complete selfishness about everything. Like, that's tomorrow's problems. I'll deal with that tomorrow. And of course, he looks at it from a financial lens. I need money for card packs. I need money for WWE champions. I need money to order DoorDash. Those are like my 2-day problems that are pressing and concerning. And fuck everything else. I'll deal with retirement when I'm 65 and broke and poor. Hopefully my parents pass away and leave me an inheritance. That's crazy.
You know, Kat had to sign a soulmate contract. Neutral face emoji.
No, I don't think so. You know why? Because that would require him to actually hire a lawyer and pay for a lawyer to actually do that work. And then it feels too lazy. And that would have required him to actually go to the lawyer's office and then probate it and all that shit. No, it feels too fucking lazy. This is a man who orders Wendy's. There's a Wendy's literally like 2 blocks away from his house. He can walk. He said it himself. He can actually walk to the Wendy's. He DoorDashes Wendy's ice cream or Wendy's anything he orders from food. So you really think he's gonna take a day to go to a lawyer? You know, and no. I mean, he would want to, but again, he'll think about, well, how much money am I gonna spend for a lawyer? How much gas money do I have to spend? Is it gonna take away from my streaming day? Which means I can't beg and I can't get support. You know what I mean? No.
I appreciate it. But for the toxic people on Kick who didn't help at all, it's a shame. It really is a shame.
It's a shame.
I don't know what it is with the Kick audience. Sometimes the attitudes are great and I get tons of support, and other times they're just very toxic. And they've been toxic ever since last week. Late last week, they were very toxic people. And I actually was very nice, and I unbanned a bunch of them recently. Still want to act like jerks. I don't know.
There is no tomorrow.
All right.
There is no tomorrow.
I'm out of here, everyone. Good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
There is no tomorrow.
Literally, thank you. That reminds me of the Rocky 3 movie when Apollo was yelling at Rocky saying, there is no tomorrow. Thank you, brother. I appreciate the 2. So thank you to the 1%. That's right, old. All right, look. Okay, he waited a little bit. I think I cut it because he was waiting too long. There it is.
Well, this is unfortunate. And the reason this is hold on. This is unfortunate, and the reason it's unfortunate
because of the fake
is I didn't want it to go down this way at all, okay? But someone tipped $50 right now and said, rip it. So we're going to do DSP pack rips now, but I didn't want to do it that way. I wanted that people actually who were here watching the content supported it, not someone came by last minute, saw that we didn't hit a goal and dropped $50, okay?
Translation, he waited 5 minutes. No one threw a Hail Mary tip. So he was desperate for card packs to open up card packs. That's all it was. That's why he's so annoyed and pissed off. This isn't something like, oh yeah, I'm excited, thank you. Remember back in the day when the Kino arc first started, we had multiple days where he didn't hit the goal, and then he would stay till like 1 o'clock. Remember those streams where he would tell everyone, guys, I gotta go. Cat's waiting for me. I gotta go. Okay, let me go to the bathroom and I'll come back. You know, remember those streams? And how excited he was when the whale dropped the cash and the money on how amazing, he was just super excited. And look at him now. Look at him now. He's talking about, I don't want it to be this way. This is not what I wanted. I wanted massive support. I wanted 220 to drop the 100 sub bomb. I mean, come on, guys. All right, let's keep going, brother.
Still appreciative. Thank you to this person for a $50 tip. Understand, I'm very happy for that. But you understand that's not how I want it to go down at all.
It is.
I wanted people who were actually here enjoying the content to support it, not someone show up last minute. Okay?
So now he's bitching. Let's give the benefit of it. Let's say it is true. Now he's bitching about how the people are supporting.
So here's the deal, because that was a $50 tip. Okay? So number one, we had the freebie, we add the milestone, we add the $50 tip bonus. So we're opening 3 packs. Okay.
He looks very happy, right? Very happy.
All right,
yeah,
now
I'm sure.
I have to set this up.
I'm happy, guys.
I also have to hook up my PC. My PC is not hooked up right now. Give me a second. Hold on 1 second.
Isn't it usually brought up more when they struggle?
There you
It's
go,
usually
folks.
it's usually brought up more when
Well,
they struggle
it's-
rather than when they do
And
well.
again, like
Hey, WIP.
What do you think about the whole Grace
94.1.
Thorpe situation? Do you think Phil's looking for a new soulmate?
No, I don't think he's looking for a new soulmate because I don't think he views relationships that way. To him, women are simply just replacements for his mother. So, you know, Kat, so far, she's willing to play ball and you know, not bother him for sex or anything or romance. All she cares about is DoorDash and having a roof over her head. And Phil's perfectly content with that. And she does the wash and she cleans or whatever. So he's happy with that. You know, finding that type of woman is very difficult. So I'm not sure he's looking to replace her. I don't think so. I don't know. Ben, I know Ben, you have your theory, Ben. I think that not because he cares for Kat. I think the issue with Phil is that if he did get a divorce or it didn't work out, he knows that his detractors would. It's all about detractors. He knows that detractors would make content for fucking months about this. Everyone would laugh. It would be breaking news. Everyone would be doing streams about it. And then, you know, he can't use that as I'm a grown adult. I have responsibilities. I'm married, dude. Well, no, you're not. And apparently you fucked up because you couldn't even keep your marriage intact. So that's the reason why I don't think he's looking to replace, you know, and Kat's still there. Kat is still there. I don't think he would want to break up with Kat because, again, that would just lead to nothing but that would be a W for detractors. And we can't be having W for detractors, okay? That just can't happen. So, no. So we're going to get into that right now. So let's get into the whole Grace Thorpe thing because, yes, we did have another crash out yesterday. This is it right here. We're going to watch it. And, yeah, I'm going to play this. I'm going to start this off. I got to step away for 1 minute. I'll be right back, but I'll play it for you guys. And you guys can listen. And we can...
Reactions about, hey, we're $2 evolution.
Because Pygnosis spreads fast, but laughter spreads
I'll be right
faster.
back, guys. Give me a
Break
minute.
into the new box of Prismatic Evolution. So thank you so much for the support. That is amazing. I really appreciate that. Dolphin Fan did another $2 super chat and says, I just watched it. What does Kat say about Grace? Nothing. What would Kat say about Grace? What are you talking about?
If you're going to have these conversations, can you please let me know?
I'm sorry. What a stupid thing to say. Okay, let me ask you a question, okay? Do you think that my wife does not allow me to talk to other humans? Do you think that my wife has a protective barrier around me and says, you may not interact with anyone else on Earth, only me? Are you a weirdo? What is wrong with you? Like I said, my interactions with Grace, my interactions with Wings of Redemption, my interactions with other creators have been platonic, normal reactions about, hey, working together, doing some content together, talking about being a streamer, being a content creator, giving advice, or, you know, that's it. Why would my wife care who I talk to? Why are you being weird? Why are you being weird? That's the actual question. Why are you being weird? Are creators not allowed to talk to other creators about shit? Yes, I talked to Becky Boop years ago about possibly doing content. We never did any either. You know, I've talked to a ton of people about crossovers, collabs, and things. Most of them don't go anywhere and don't come to fruition. Okay? Why you people are so weird about that, like you don't understand why people would talk to other people and you think it's weird. Even when I talk to Wings people, oh, it's news. It's not fucking news. People talk. Maybe you don't because you're a fucking weirdo and you just sit there on the internet all day. You don't talk to anyone. Normal people have discussions with other people. It's a common thing. You want to know what it's called? Being social. Actually having social skills. Yeah, maybe you don't have any. Maybe that's why you think it's such a weird news story. Okay? It's probably what it is. Exactly. Nothing here says, I guess having polite and nice conversations with people isn't allowed anymore. No, because that's the thing. These weirdos who live eternally on the internet think that every interaction is drama. Every interaction must be something taboo, forbidden, risque, dramatic, dangerous, right? No one can just be like, hey, how are you? Hey, what do you do for content? You know, anything we can do together that might work out or something? You know, no, that's not allowed, right? The fact that Grace reached out to me and just said, hi, hey, what kind of content do you do? Maybe we could do something together. Would it work? That's apparently news. I don't fucking know why, unless you're an actual weirdo. I don't know why that would be news. Okay? Well, quasi-regarded, thanks for 500 kicks. That's because you're an idiot. That's because you're legitimately stupid. Thanks for $5, but that's because you're actually dumb. I don't know what else to say. Exactly. Yak Almighty says, people are dying to get a gotcha on you. It's trying to say that you talk to people inappropriately. I know. They just want something to talk about. Because let's be honest. People who live eternally online are boring. They don't have lives. They don't have friends. They don't have family. They don't have significant others. They just sit around living vicariously through things they hear online. So they want drama. They want something going on that they can be all up excited about. Because when they actually look away from their screen and they look at the squalor around them, right? They're probably living in some fucking tiny room, some shitty basement, some crappy one-bedroom apartment, fucking smells like shit. They probably eat shit all day. They have no interaction with anyone. They're disgusting. They don't keep themselves. They're gross, greasy, smelly, covered in pimples and fucking shit. And I don't want to look there. So let me focus here on the screen. Oh, look, DSP's talking to people on the internet. Ooh, he must be doing bad things. Ooh. They don't want to face reality. They don't have anything going for themselves. So they have to try to make everything to be a toxic, negative thing. Yeah, I know.
Money, subs. money, subs.
What's up, Satan? How are you today? Good to see you. Exactly. Nothing here says, walk into any office, there's males and females working politely and professionally all day. These people don't get that. I'm not even kidding. This is why these people don't have fucking jobs or anything, right? They just sit around online all day. Can you imagine if these people had to interact with someone of the opposite gender? They'd lose their minds, right? They think the moment that they speak to someone of the opposite gender, they rip their pants off and start beating it viciously or something. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? That's the first thought in your head, huh? You're a fucking disgusting freak. Oh my goodness.
All right, guys, I'm back. What I miss? Oh my lord, I missed the whole thing. Did I miss the whole rant? All right, I'm sorry. But I already know what happened. Let's keep playing out Intertech.
Dolphin fan, I'm ignoring you because you're a weirdo. Like I already said, you're a fucking weirdo and now you're banned.
Way to go, Phil. Keep coping there. So, okay, and real quick. So in this rant, you know, when he was talking about the whole Grace Thorpe, the one thing I want to highlight is Grace actually said that Phil DM'd her. That was the first thing, right? And of course, he lied. He said she DM'd him, which is the first consistency. The second thing is Phil said, oh, we just had a couple quick conversations about content, right? That's not what Grace said. Grace said that they have long conversations. And again, was it just via DMs? Or did they get on the Discord call and talk on Discord? What exactly happened? Phil wants to brush this off as this, oh yeah, you know, we just touch base a couple times and to see if we can coordinate, and it wasn't worth doing content together, and that was it. No. If you listen to what Grace said, and she posted something yesterday, she said something to the effect of, oh, Phil was a very nice guy, blah, blah, blah. You know, it was a little bit more personal than simply just saying, you know, we had a quick 10-minute discussion on DMs and realized, yeah, this really isn't going to work. Nah. And the other thing, too, is the bloody nose. That was super funny. He came back on the stream with the bloody nose. I think that was for the first crash out. So, I don't know, man. There's something really weird there going on.
How often do I leave my house? Every single day. I leave
Serious. All he had to say was just like, oh yeah, I chatted with her because someone had mentioned her on my stream that she wanted to collaborate with me. And I looked her up and I DM'd her and yeah, we figured it didn't work out. Just leave it at that. Don't even bring it up and acknowledge it, but not him. Nope. No, he has to fully acknowledge it because of course the detractors are going to talk about it. They're going to theorize stuff. They're going to bring shit up. And of course, he always needs to argue every narrative. Anything the detractors say, he has to make sure that he counters that. And it's like, look, Phil, do you not understand? No matter what you say, it doesn't matter. Your best bet is just to either ignore it or interact with it, but don't crash out. Like, he just started crashing out, calling people, weirdos and all this stuff. And then did he use the finger snap here? Did he say Thanos finger snap? I mean, come on, brother. And then no one looks at what detractors are doing. What they do is they look at the man crashing out over someone asking him about a conversation he had with another content creator. Is my volume low? I could bring it up a little bit. How's that? Is that better? 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Let me lower it. Let me raise it here a little bit. How's that? Is that any better? Hello, hello, hello. I don't want to blow out anybody's ears, so there you go. All right, let's keep playing. It's almost over.
House every day.
That's a lie.
What's up, Pummel the Pummel?
Taking your horse for a 2-minute walk is not going outside.
That's right. Parasolo says these people only interact with other toxic online people. You're right. And so when all you do is interact with other toxic weirdos on the internet, you normalize that kind of thought process and behavior, and you think it's real. It's normal. It's not. It's what's called an outlier. It's a deterrent. It's a deviant. When you're that person, that weirdo, you're actually fucking so just disconnected from real life and real society. You don't understand what social norms are. You don't recognize normal cues of what's right and what's wrong. You don't understand that because you heard a male content creator and a female content creator.
A married one at that. One that when people bring up the fact of why don't you have any friends or why don't you do any activities outside of streaming, you claim you don't because you're married and your wife is your best friend and you don't need to have any other interactions with other people. So why are you just randomly messaging women? And why are you lying about it? That's the other thing. There's an inconsistency in the story there. And third, why are you crashing out over it? There's no reason for you crashing out for anyone asking you a question about what's going on with these DMs. And the thing too is that he did it for this. He crashed out with the whole early bird thing when people found out that he was messaging early bird. And he even crashed out when he accidentally doxed himself where he was having a conversation with Becky Boop. He did that. And then he crashes out and blames everyone else. Again, you can either just ignore it, or if you respond to it, just respond to it like a normal person. Don't go insane. Don't start, you know what I mean? You're crazy.
Spoke to each other for very casually and platonically for a few interactions about possibly, working together or whatever, right? You don't understand that doesn't...
Again, he's adding more details. People that lie or have something to hide tend to do this because they realize that their story doesn't make sense. So they think they can convince the person they're telling the truth by providing more details. And when you do that, when you start providing more details, that opens you up where your details may contradict something you said before. So then it becomes, wait a minute, no, Phil, you said this yesterday. You changed your story. You know what I mean? And honestly, it could just be a simple mix-up or you just misspoke. But again, that's what happens when you continuously add more details to it, because you have this underlying feeling that people don't believe you. You get it, Phil? You get it?
I mean that it's some kind of a crazy, horrible thing. This big drama thing. You wouldn't understand because you're fucking broken in your head. Your head is not screwed on right. And you need counseling and you need serious mental, probably drugs to calm you down because you're fucking so weird. Like literally, if that's the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear, oh, a male and a female spoke to each other, that must mean some horrible, big controversial thing. Guess what? You're the problem. You're the broken person in society. Not the people that are the subject matter you're talking about, but you. You're the weirdos. Okay?
He's always lying. And again, Phil, this is okay. Phil likes to argue. He gets upset when people call out his lies or nitpick everything he does because he lies, right? So whenever, Phil, you go off like this on a topic that you deem to be a bit sensitive, because that's what's going on here. He deems it as being sensitive to him because he's afraid that his wife's going to punch him in the face. You know, people don't believe you. And that's why it's very critical to try to be as honest as you can about stuff. Like, look, I know there's certain things about my life that I really don't want out there. I just don't talk about it. Like, I won't respond or talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's just the right way to do it. But for some reason, when something gets out about Phil, he just has this obsession or like, oh, I have to address it. Like, I remember that Smart Guys. Remember the Smart Guys episode? It was that one where PPP just completely shitted all over Phil. It was the one that lasted like the Chill with Phil segment lasted an hour. This was a couple days before the breakup, right? And PPP's sitting there and he's like, Phil's talking about the tractor. Oh, he mentioned me specifically. Phil goes, well, Duty, he said, well, Duty said that I wanted CEOs to be thrown out in the street and shot up, right? Which is what he said. He said that. I just posted a video of him saying that, right? And then PPP looked at him and he's like, are you hearing yourself? You're trying to tell me a random stranger on the internet, a troll named Duty, said something and you're reacting to it in this way. And he was like, who? PPP was looking at him like, who gives a shit what people say? Mainly, and I was sitting there like, yeah, he's right. PPP's 100% correct. Yeah, that's why I don't give a shit what Phil says about me. I give two shits. Or pretty much whatever. Unless someone's coming to me, you know, with genuine whatever, I'll listen to that. You know what I mean? Like, I'll listen to real criticism like that. You know, if someone comes to me like, hey, Duty, I think you're a bit off. You shouldn't be doing this. Yeah, I'll listen to that and I'll take it to heart. But most people, whatever, man. You say, oh, okay, thanks. I appreciate it. And then you move on with your life. Not Phil, bro. Not Phil. Oh yeah, Coco, it's out there. If you wanna, you can go on my channel, and just type in something like PPP destroys DSP on Smart Guys or something, bro. It was 1 hour of I think PPP. I don't know. Maybe they fucked up his DoorDash order and he was just in a bad mood, bro. He spent an hour going on about him calling Lexi a slut, biracia. He interacting with his trolls. Why does he beg so much? Why does he lie so much? He called them out WWE champions. He was like, look, you need to stop lying about WWE champions. Admit the truth. Just admit it. He literally sat there and was like, just fucking admit the truth, all right? I'm tired of you fucking around. Be honest. That was one of the best. It was the whole Keen arc. That was one of the best arcs out there. It's like top 3 definitely, because he did everything. He did everything that detractors want to do to Phil. They want to corner him and be like, look, and have an honest discussion with them and call him out for his bullshit, you know. And PPP did it. I was super shocked when he actually did it, because I think at that point he was just like, yeah, I'm done with Phil. I know this isn't going to go much longer. I'm going to use this opportunity that I have. I'm going to corner the motherfucker and I'm going to expose him. And that's what he did. He just flat out exposed him and didn't give a shit, you know, what Phil said. And, all right.
Jesus, dude, calm down.
It's a great hour.
Why should I calm down? Because I'm speaking to you like a rational adult and I'm telling you like it is and you can't handle it? Now, oh, no, I can't handle being talked to like I should because I'm a weirdo and I don't want to be faced with the harsh realities of how things really are. What was it that I said the other day? That if you misbehave in my chat, I'm going to publicly embarrass you? Well, here is your public embarrassment for the day. You're a fucking weirdo. No one likes you besides other weirdos online. That's why you're an embarrassment to humanity. So, straighten the fuck up. Start being a normal person. Get friends, get family, get hobbies, get things to do, a job. Stop being a weirdo on the internet and harassing people because you're actually wasting everyone's air. Okay? There. Now I talked to you like you deserve, like a normal person talking to a weirdo. Now sit and fucking spin on it, or actually take what I just said to heart and be like, oh shit, he's right. I'm a fucking weirdo. Let me stop being a weirdo now and actually get a life. You have two choices. Let's see which one you do. Okay.
All right, Unk. It's insane. Phil, what's wrong with you? Why are you screaming at people? Again, I mentioned this on the last stream. We have now come full circle. So DSP, before the Kino Casino arc, DSP spent about 6 to 7 years trying to reframe who he is. It was the retcon. It was the retcon of who DSP Gaming was. You know, we got the whole, oh, I was a troll back in the day because I was playing a role. You know, you know what I mean? Like, he literally was trying to convince people that everything he did in his life was, he had some excuse about it or whatever. And even on certain things, he did say, yeah, I shouldn't have done that, you know, but, you know, and have an excuse over it. He spent literally 7 years trying to make people convinced. Remember, he got rid of the King of Hate moniker. He got rid of all that shit. Anything and of course, it seemed to happen. It went really insane after the Stuttering Craig interview, right? Now we're full circle, where now he just doesn't give a shit. Now he's just like, if someone says something that he doesn't like, he's gonna call them out. He's gonna shit all of them. He's gonna have a crash out. Remember at the beginning of this year, Phil said, no more crash out for you detractors. I'm going to starve out my detractors. I'm not going to give them any content. I'm not going to crash out. I'm not going to yell at them. If I get a troll tip, I'm going to count the troll tip and say thank you and not talk about it anymore or just ignore it. And what are we doing now? We're full back 2016 all over again, where he's yelling at people. He's screaming at people. I mean, he has to contradict every single fucking narrative out there. Someone said something out of the blue like, oh, I heard that cat likes, I don't know, bacon. Who told you that she likes bacon? You don't know what the fuck she likes. What, you fucking insane? Mental? You know, he'll just go on some rant when someone just says something so so trivial as, oh, I heard cat likes bacon. I love it, brother. It's great. So he's acting like when he like, yeah, that's true. I got to give Ben a point there. So Ben is under the impression that she left. And, you know, that the voice we heard about, you know, you're insanely loud, that was just AI. That was an AI sound. I disagree with Ben. I think roommate situation is going on there. So I think the room that they fixed up, that was just Kat's separate bedroom. You know, where because she's too big to climb up the steps to sleep upstairs. I think that's happening, and I think they have an understanding. She pays the bills, she cleans the house, she does the laundry, and Phil pays the mortgage and buys all the food, I guess, or whatever. You know what I mean? So I think that's what's going on. I don't think she's gone yet. Do they have problems? Fuck yeah. If Kat had an opportunity to leave, she would. She would. Yeah, she would fucking leave. I'm telling you right now, if some dude, semi-attractive dude, whatever, starts hitting on her, talking to her, give her a little bit of attention, you know she's going to have that affair. She's going to do what she did to Subaru Man. She's going to cheat on Phil, just like she did with Subaru Man. And then as soon as she can see an out where that person might have a better home or just a better situation for himself, she's gone. She is fucking gone. Like the computer died and she didn't help. Yeah. Yeah, Kat should have left a long time ago. I'm sorry. If you're in a relationship for convenience, there's no way to fucking live. Fuck that.
Spoder Man did a $2 super chat. He says either sub, donate, or get the fuck out, Wings. Well, I don't know if Wings ever actually said that about. I have absolutely no idea. I don't pay attention to all the Wings lore and all of that shit, okay?
Either subscribe, donate. Oh, I play it when someone subscribes. If you become a subscriber on my channel, the notification pops up. It's either subscribe, donate, or get the fuck out. My wife's not fat.
Can we get a Wings update?
Wife
no.
Is fat as fuck. A trip to Japan may do the trick.
Go instead of staying at a foundation.
Yeah,
Another
yeah.
pause.
Dude, I recommend it, man. If you can get to Japan, brother, it's a beautiful. The only thing I recommend is don't do a week. Like, don't do a week. There's so much to do. You need a minimum of 2 weeks to do Japan. Like, you need at least a week just for fucking Tokyo, and then everything else. It's a beautiful country. I've really enjoyed my time there. If it was a sandwich shop, I would rate it 4.896 out of 5. That's how amazing Japan is. It is. I am shilling for Japan. I am, for real. It's like probably my top 5. It's in my top 5 places I visited of all time. The number one spot probably it's either Spain or Italy. Spain or Italy is amazing. I love Spain. When it comes to like Caribbean, if you want to do island, I love Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico's amazing. And I just love Puerto Rico because everybody speaks English, and everything is in dollars
Glad
or
you're
whatever.
alive.
So yeah, I'm alive, brother. That's right. Duty, you can't flush the duty, brother. That's right. I'm glad to be back. But again, there's nothing better than the United States. The USA is America. America. All hail America. Cat needs a welfare check. Well, some people theorize that she does get a disability check. So if you don't know the cat lore, she was in foster home. She lived with foster parents when she was small. There was a court case when she was about 13 because apparently her mom was part of a cult. Her mom and dad were part of a cult, and they tried to do an exorcism because they thought Cat was possessed. Yes, they did. They thought Cat was possessed, and they took Jenna and Cat away, and Jenna and Cat actually lived in separate places. Jenna lived mostly in foster homes, and Cat did get a foster family that she lived with for a while. So, yeah. So I mean, and then some people believe that she might have a form of autism, so she might be collecting a check. So even if you're disabled and collect the check, you can still work. You can work part time. You just can't make a certain amount of money. That's why also people speculate why she doesn't have a full-time job and she works whatever 3 hours a day, 3 times a week, because there's specific thresholds of money you can make. I went to Japan. I went to Japan for almost 2 months. I left June 13th and I got back August 2nd, I think it was. Yeah, I was gone for a while. It was my daughter's graduation present. She graduated from college. That's right. She got her bachelor's degree. Big ups to my daughter. That's right. She got a bachelor's degree in business administration with a focus in marketing. And sadly, she told me she wants to go for her master's degree. So I got to pay for that now. Well, Phil has to pay for that. So Phil, keep crashing out, brother. I need that money to pay for the tuition. So there you go. That's right. Phil has paid for a child's college tuition. So big ups. Cat has the Asperger's. Yeah. She probably does. I mean, just a couple conversations we've had with her or seen of her. Yeah, something's not all there. And the fact that she's with Phil, there you go. Let her get a bachelor in the track. No, she's not into the whole locale universe. No. She's trying to get her. To be honest, she's only doing it because I don't think she wants to work a full-time job. So she threw that master's degree out of nowhere. Even though she's working now, So it's a part-time thing she's doing. So it's just to get some experience and all that. It actually came out of her internship. So the internship thing for her bachelor's went very well, and they told her to stay on. So she's getting paid now. But it's part-time for the summer, so I think she ends that at the end of August, and then I think she's going to start the master's program. So great, 2 years of more college payments. So, I mean, I'd rather have that than her fucking partying or whatever. So, there you go. That's why we went to Japan. It was a present. There you go. I told her though she ain't getting up for her master's degree. No. That would be hilarious if your daughter did. Nah. She knows who Phil is. So my family knows who Phil is. I think I've talked about this before. They just think he's an idiot. You know what I mean? Like, they never understood why I would spend time. Like, they give me the, why are you wasting your time doing this? And then I'd give them glimpses of his crash outs and stuff like that, and they give me the look like, oh, okay, I get it. But they find him very annoying. Put it this way, when I'm listening to the show, I have to have my AirPods on. I can't listen to it like just without headphones on. My wife will be like, shut it off or put your headphones on. So yeah, I have 3 pairs of AirPods just in case my battery dies or whatever. So yeah, they're just like, we don't want to hear it. They're like, you do whatever you want, but we don't want to hear it. And the other thing too is they said, don't let it overrun family time. So yeah, like if you don't remember, I used to do a lot of my streaming at night in the afternoon. Like I used to stream like 2 o'clock, and then sometimes I would do a night stream, and it started getting kind of in the way of family time. So that's why I do it early in the morning now. While they're all gone working, doing their thing, I'm being a detractor. There you go. Okay, so we covered the Grace Thorpe thing. So if you want to know what I think's going on, I don't think Phil is trying to, get into the Poo-Tang, Grace Thorpe's Poo-Tang. I don't think that's it. I think what he's trying to do here is he is trying to get Grace Thorpe to do some type of collaboration with her against Review Tech USA, because he knows exactly what happened. If you don't know what happened last year with Review Tech USA and Grace Thorpe, it was something similar to like the Kino Casino and Review Tech USA. So she's hoping that if he can collab with her and they can do something big about Review Tech USA, that he would blow up somehow. He would get on. The problem is, Phil, is that she doesn't have an audience. And I don't know if Phil's aware or not, although incest and all that shit, I don't think Phil knows. What he did was he probably saw a picture of a pretty girl, and he probably thought, oh, okay, she probably has a bunch of simps that give her money. So if I can do a collaboration with her, maybe I can get her simps to give me money. That's what he thought. And I guess he realized, oh no, she's a bit of a low cow herself. And it just hasn't fully worked out. So Grace has hinted and said that she has all the DMs. So Grace to me sounds like someone that she loves to just milk the drama. So I don't put it past her leaking out little by little that she has messages from Phil. And, that might be interesting to detractors. So she might be milking it for her podcast. That could happen. And of course, whatever she says, she drips out here and there. It's going to find its way to Phil. And Phil's going to have to react to it like an idiot. He reacts to everything. Well, yeah, we definitely need those DMs. So we can probably see more crash outs. I don't think this is the end of the Grace Thorpe saga. I do think that Kat heard and she was pissed the fuck off. The one thing that you hear, if you ever listen to alt streams or whatever, the one vibe that you definitely get is that Catherine is a very jealous person. She's a bit of a jealous, possessive person. So even though she just basically has a roommate relationship with Phil, she would still be jealous that, she would still be jealous if Phil was talking to some random woman. Okay? That's the reason why he crashes out. That's why he crashed out when the whole Becky Boop shit came out. It's why he crashed out when I did the content about Early Bird, So I don't think Kat was too fucking happy with him. And the other thing too is that you could tell his demeanor. He looked pissed off. Like you could tell like he may have gotten to a fight with Kat. And Kat, you know how, and let's not forget the PPP DMs, okay? Let's not forget let's not forget those DMs, okay? Those DMs that he had with PPP, he would tell us all the time in those DMs that that Kat would call him an idiot and just call him a fucking idiot and make him eat shit for weeks. Jeremy, big up Jeremy. Thank you, brother. You know what? You want a soundboard? Okay. Speaking of Kat,
seems like I'm sorry, baby.
There you go. You get a I'm sorry, baby. All right. Or you get
retard alert.
All right. Retard alert from PPP. There you go, brother. Thank you for redeeming your message. I appreciate it. Let's see here. You did say something. Dude, are you gay? No, I'm not gay. I have 2 children. I'm married, dude. I've been married for 34 years. No, I'm not married. I like women. I like the JJ. I don't like penis. Or am I could be a little dumb. They can't read. No, I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry. I'm terrible when it comes to reading shit, brother. There you go. I've given you all the attention, brother. Hey, duty, say blank if you can see this, please. I can't, brother. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Yep, no parties in colleges. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Okay, I was paying attention. All right, look, Jeremy, I'm sorry. I was paying attention. I had to walk away, talk to my daughter before she went to work. I missed a good chunk of the video, and I felt like I was a little bit behind. So I'm sorry if I didn't read your message. Okay, I'm sorry, baby. Are we cool now? All right, there you go. I don't like when chat calls me out for not being interactive. Let's see here. Rob Dog, when you vanished and we thought you were there. I told you guys. I told everyone that you guys know in the summer I take a trip. The thing was with the week off that I was off, I just took off because I wasn't planning to take off, but I wanted to enjoy the last week of Japan. There were a couple of things I didn't get to do in Japan, and I was just like, man, you know what? If I really would have taken a real break from DSP, I could have done this, I could have done that. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna take a cold. I'm gonna, dude. It's like crack. You know, when you're in the vortex, giving it up is almost like giving up crack when you're a crackhead. So I was like, all right, I'm going cold turkey. I'm just not gonna post. I'm not gonna do Twitter. I'm not gonna do anything. And I did it. I took the week off. Yeah, it took like 2 or 3 days.
I really do. I need that money.
But yeah, after about 3 days, I wasn't missing the vortex.
Can I get a shout out for the 24 in 24 fundraiser?
Little brother, thank you, brother. Oh yeah, you know what? You were you talked about this on the Little was doing a fundraiser. You're doing a fundraiser, the 24 and 24. Yeah, you're doing it. I told you, do me a favor. I like to contribute, so if you can DM me or message me or an email, send me an email. You have my email, right? I like to contribute, brother, because I always like to contribute to causes that other detractors are doing. So if I can give a few bucks, man, it would make me feel better. Plus, that's a tax write-off for duty. So there you go. Yeah, okay. I forgot about the EDP. I purposely forgot about EDP, okay? So I did watch about 45 minutes of the EDP documentary. I actually messaged Mike Klum. So let me tell you guys, and I don't think he would mind. I don't think Mike Klum's gonna mind. What's up, Course? How you doing, brother? I messaged Mike Klum because I've had conversations when he was thinking about doing the whole DSP thing, and I told him, I said, dude, I first of all, the documentary, the way you did it is amazing. The cinematography, it looks like it's Netflix quality. Great job. I thought it had some funny bits in it as well. I said you did a great job. I was like, I have an issue with the subject matter. And he was like, okay, you know, what's the issue? And I told him, I was just like, I don't think you should be platforming EDP. You just shouldn't. I watched that. I watched it and I felt like throwing up, really. The way he was talking, how he doubled down, how he owned that shit, how he thought that it was perfectly normal. Like, fuck, like, it was just disgusting. I was angry watching that fucking documentary. Really. Like, get the wood chipper angry. You know, and I don't like watching content like that because it's like, all right, I should be watching content that's informative, funny, you know what I mean? Not that it works me up to the point where you want to throw someone in a wood chipper, right? And that's how I was feeling when I was watching the content. And I told him that. I was like, look, you know, I don't think you should platform him. I said, I'm not, you know, I was like, look, man, I'm not going to tell you what to do. It's your business. I don't gatekeep. I can appreciate what you did. I was just like, personally, I just can't platform a fucking pedo. That's what he is. And he is a pedo. And and the thing was, I didn't even know that he was a pedo multiple times. I thought it was just the one time, which to me, that's enough. Once that was enough for me. The whole cupcake incident. I didn't know that there were multiple incidences. I didn't know that he was living with someone that has kids. So he's in the vicinity of kids. I didn't know all that. So it was kind of good that I was watching the documentary and got that information. But again, no one should platform him. If he tries to put his fat, greasy, disgusting body online, everyone should go and report his ass so that he can get his channel taken down. He tried that shit a couple months ago. He opened up another YouTube. He ended up getting like about 10,000 subs. And then, you know, YouTube saw who it was and they knocked it down. They took the channel away from him. And he's not on, I think, any platforms. If he's on a platform, he's not monetized. he's probably under a different username. So that's another thing, another disgusting thing. Knowing that this motherfucker is probably out there creeping on girls, you know, teenagers. So really, that's the reason why I didn't really want to watch the documentary. And the other thing too is that I found out that that documentary got restricted, and that he was able to get a hold of someone at YouTube, and they let it stay up, but they restricted it. They restricted it completely. So he's not really getting that much ad revenue on it. So I was just like, all right, I really don't want to play that on my fucking streams because I'm not going to get that benefit of the doubt. So I don't feel like dealing with a strike or anything. So I thought about doing a watch party for it just to watch it. And then I was like, no, I can't. I would feel dirty. You know what I mean? So, you know, I can give my... Look, it is a great documentary. I love the way he did it. I don't like the subject matter. I don't like EDP. You know, maybe if he would have been a little bit more contrite, maybe I would have been like, oh, no, I wouldn't have forgiven. Like, I still think he needs the wood chipper. But you know what I mean? Like someone that says, yeah, look, I did that. I'm a piece of shit. Yeah, you know, even if I do this documentary and I get, you know, charges and I deserve it. You know what I mean? Like if he would have been like that, you know, like I have a problem. I have a severe problem. You know, did you survive the ban? No, I didn't get banned. I haven't been doing Jeremy content on my main, you know, I haven't been posting Jer content because he is flagging people and that's fucking annoying. No, I didn't. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. You're talking to someone else. My bad. Nope, ignore me. I thought you were asking about quartering banning people. No, I'm still good. Yeah, it should have been. Now, the interesting thing here real quick about the interesting thing about EDP is that there is conversations that the district attorney is potentially looking at the case and might charge him. That was the reason why, if you watch the documentary, they talked to a lawyer, and the lawyer was like, my first advice to you is don't do this documentary. Shut the fuck up. You're basically opening yourself up. You know what I mean? It would be like you committing a crime. The cops felt like they didn't have enough evidence on you, and then you come and do a documentary and talk about how you did it. You know what I mean? A year or a month later. And my understanding, too, is that there is no statute of limitation when it comes to children. And pedo shit, there is no statute of limitation. So I'm hoping that there are charges that come up. I'm hoping that the DA does get notified and has pressure put on him to charge EDP with some of this shit. And if he gets charged with some of this shit, then maybe it's a good thing. Maybe it was a good thing that they did the documentary. But at this point, I just didn't really appreciate anyone platforming this fucking pedo. They should just give him the wood chipper. You don't like to eat. I used to watch him back in the day, you know, because I am an Eagles fan too. So I used to like watching his rants or whatever here and not, you know. But it was the same shit with him. Every day it was the same. It was the same thing with him. Like he didn't change his fucking shit up. I mean, it was the same exact thing. And he made money. That was the other thing too. That's what I didn't fucking get. That's what I didn't get. The man probably made, I don't know, a couple $100,000 in his career because he's been doing this for a while. He made money. I mean, the dude had a nice car. He was living in a condo. He was set. You know what I mean? And his excuse was, I'm fat and obese, so I can't get women. Okay, all right. That's the reason why you went after children. That's what he literally said. Look, motherfucker. I mean, I'm not telling people to do this, but if you can't get yourself any ass, go pay for some ass. Go pay for it. I'm pretty sure that for a couple $100, you can find someone, multiple ones, and get your nut off. Okay? And get your nut off. All right? There's websites, there's places that specialize, especially for like celebrities or whatever. You're telling me, even Boogie, as disgusting as Boogie is the most disgusting, vile person I've ever seen. He is. He's just a disgusting person. His attitude, everything. It's not just because he's obese. It's everything about him. He's just a disgusting person. Even he found a way. Even he found a way, brother. And you're telling me that you couldn't? I don't know. It's just lame. I just think he has a proclivity towards children. And that's the reason why he did what he did. So, I don't give a shit. I mean, even if he was getting that ass every so often, it wouldn't matter to him. He would have still done what he did. And that's just my opinion. In my opinion, or he files a lawsuit against me. So, in conclusion, I'm very happy that he's in this situation that he's in. I'm very happy that he is struggling with his medical issues. And I hope we never hear about him ever again. The next time I want to hear about him is he got locked up and they charged him. That's the next time I want to hear about EDP 455. And that's it. That is my spiel. That's all I got to say about eat that, eat that PP. All right? That's it. Done. I'm over with. Yeah, he's still in Vegas. Nah, he's still in Vegas, yep. Yeah. He's disgusting. Maybe an obit. Yeah, obit too. No, what? I don't even want to see an obit. I don't even want to see obituary because an obituary requires someone to actually care to post that in a paper or whatever. I hope no one posts an obituary. I hope he ends up in the coroners, the state or the city coroner. Am I saying that right? Coroners, right? No one collects the body. He sits there for 6 or 7 months.
Either
and then the city decides just to throw him in a pauper's grave, or incinerate him. That I don't need. I know it's coroner. There you go. Let's just do these. Thank you, Mr. Butt. I appreciate that. Yeah, I hope that no one claims the body, and that it sits there for 6 months rotting in the freezer, and they chuck him in a pauper's grave. With an unmarked pauper's grave. That's what I hope happens to the man. That's what I hope. Yep. He has to. Yeah, he's done. First of all, he's done. He's never gonna get a transplant. So you can only do dialysis for so many years. Unless he has a family member willing to donate, he's over. He's done. He's donezo. And that's okay with me in my eyes. Will he even be able to fit? I know, bro. That's why I said they're probably gonna have to put him in like the stand-up. Like I'm assuming they got like when you go to like the slaughterhouse, they have the walk-in fridge. They're gonna have to put his ass in there. IR here now. All right, brother. I'm glad that you IR here, brother. Thank you for being here, brother. Let me mod you. All right. Okay. You know what? I think I covered everything I want to cover. Let's see. Is there something else? Was there anything else that happened in the vortex lately? Oh, by the way, Phil did tell the truth. By the way, I'm trying to be fair and honest here. Phil actually told the truth, folks. Let's give Phil a round of applause for being honest for once. Even though he's lying about Grace Thorpe and his marriage and the fake donors and everything else. But everybody's a mod, brother. I have over 20,000 mods. I always feel like if I make certain people mods, they're gonna ban people and all that stuff. So if everyone is a mod, no one can get banned. There you go. I let the animals fight it amongst themselves. You guys can fight it like monkeys and attack each other. Okay, Phil told the truth. Ready? You guys ready? You guys ready to clutch your pearls? You ready for the truth?
If you're a normal guy, you don't care about your looks. Like right now, I know I'm an ugly, melty-faced, middle-aged dude, right? I'm losing my hair. My hairline is receding. My facial hair doesn't look great. I'm ugly. Why do I care? I'm good. I'm happy. I'm successful. Why do I give a shit?
Okay, he ruined it there. He ruined it. He lied. He was mostly truthful. The other stuff we know isn't true. He's balding. Yes. But anyway, I gotta give him credit. He did tell the truth. Yes, all those things that he said in the first 20 seconds of the clip is true. And Phil, I applaud you for telling the truth. Please continue telling the truth. Because who said it? Was it Jesus or Martin Luther King? Someone said it. The truth will set you free, right? The truth will set you free, Phil. It'll set you free. Just be honest. Tell people who you are. Let people see the true you. And you might be a little happy. I don't know if you can ever be too happy, Phil, but I don't know. It's worth a shot, right? Well, there you go. I figured I'd leave on a high note. And show that, miracles can happen. Okay. All right, I think I'm done, folks. I'm gonna wrap this up. I got shit to do this afternoon, and yeah. So I want to thank everyone, man. This week back, this is my second stream. Very excited, a lot of fun. I'm very excited. I'm gonna be streaming it again, probably tomorrow. By the way, I do want to stream tomorrow. There is a couple things I do want to talk about. We're gonna be coming up to some anniversary soon, so you know, we want to talk about that. And then I do have some stuff that I want to start rolling out for season 3 of the podcast. And yeah, it's gonna be very exciting. So I'll definitely be streaming tomorrow and Friday. So it should be a lot of fun. Let's see. Not Phil said, "You mad, Duty, if you think this guy is gonna be truthful more than once." I can always look, man. Look, I try to be a positive person, and even the scummiest of us humans, you know, I would hope the best for them, and I would hope that they would be honest and try to live their best life. You know what I mean? Even Phil, to this day, even Phil, I hope that he would try to live his best life. He's just fighting me on it. He's refusing to fight me on it because he thinks I have this ulterior motive where I want horrible things to happen to him. Like, I do say I want him to be successful, but then, you know, I'm canceling his Switch 2 order. You know what I mean? I think that's what he's worried about. So he's not taking what I'm saying to heart, but he should, okay? And that wasn't an admission. That was just an example. Duty did not do that. Or maybe he did. We don't know. But anyway. All right. We're going to end it, folks. Again, thank you for the love and support. Thank you for everyone that's coming out. By the way, if you are in Kick and you want a badge, and you want a moderation, just say hello. I'll make sure to go in after the stream and mod and badge everyone. And then if you're on YouTube and you want a you want to mod, whatever, y'all say whatever y'all want online behind your screens. But come on, Unbear, man. Unbear over here. All right, so Unbear said, y'all say whatever y'all want online behind the screen, but you wouldn't say shit to his face. Really, Phil? Of all people? Come on, man. Are you talking about people would actually be skilled of DSP? The man who screamed, "Oh my God, it's a black woman," and ran off? No, but that's all right, man. The man who told Jaha that he was an alcoholic because Jaha was going to punch him in his face. Nah, bro. All right, guys. Well, again, thank you very much. I appreciate the love and support. And Unbearable, you're welcome here, brother. You don't have to. Don't delete his stuff. I'm gonna make him a mod if he wants to come out. All right, look, see. I want to show that I'm a fair dude, okay? And you can criticize me. I don't care if you criticize me, brother. It's all good. Alrighty. Okay, folks. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate all the love and support. Peace out, everyone. Yes. All right. Nobody's streaming. I don't think anybody's streaming. So, yeah. Alrighty, folks. Thank you again.